What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Look, I know I'm late, man. I had to move it back. I was doing the live play-by-play with my dude Showtime. Make sure I go follow Showtime Sports, man. Shout out to him. We're gonna be back over there tomorrow as well, man. We're gonna try to get as many games in. But again, appreciate y'all that pulled up over there. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. This is I Am Zo Media. I'm your host, Prince. We're about to get into it, man. Look, I'm super excited, honestly, about everything I've seen today. I'm talking from I'm talking from the look of the gym, the look of the uniforms, just the overall ambiance of like the reporters, the halftime, just the game in general. Shout out to TNT for partnering with them because a lot of people wouldn't have been able to view it. That's been one of the biggest pitfalls of the WNBA is their viewership on mainstream media television. It hasn't been that the league is bad. It's more about the viewership. Like people struggle. You got to go out of your way to watch a game. 80% of the time, you're not gonna watch it. Like you got to get in front of mainstream media, man. That's been one of the biggest problems with the WNBA. So shout out to Unrivaled, TNT. I know some of the games are going to be on True TV. Shout out to HBO Max. All of y'all did y'all thing, man. Shout out to all of y'all for coming together on the sponsorships, the league itself. This is big. And again, I see no negatives from today's game, man. I'm talking because I look at basketball from a different. I look at basketball from a different scope. I look at it from opportunity, display of talent, and camaraderie. And I seen all three things today. I seen opportunity from players who normally don't get the opportunity to showcase their skill sets, coaches who are developmental coaches or out the way kind of coaches, scouting coaches, developmental coaches like Phil Handy, like coaches like that who don't get they just do. This league gives them an opportunity, man. Like I think this is gonna, if they do this right, if they set this up right and get it to a point where things can be streamlined just across the board, this league can possibly take over just from the up and down pace, the competitiveness. The foul calls got a little weird in the second game, but you don't hear a lot of foul calls. They letting them play through the whistle. I just think it's amazing, honestly, like amazing. Shout out. Let me get to some of these right quick though, because we got a lot to talk about, man. Shout out Tierra, welcome in the dark with a smile. What's going on, Miss Gant? As always, shout out Miss Gant. What's going on, my dude Jay? What's going on, Craig Stringer? MJ, what's good? What's good? Superfly J in the building. You already know what it is. That's Laker Nation right there. You already know what it is. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm excited for this. This is very, very interesting. I know some people got problems with coaching, roster lineup, substitutions. Some people got problems with play styles. You got to remember, a lot of these women never played 3-on-3 like that before. So you gotta really keep that in mind. A lot of them never played 3-on-3 like that before. Shout out Amy Sue. Welcome in, Amy Sue. So you got to keep that in mind when you think about a lot of these players. A lot of them are still trying to adjust to like what it is to play 3-on-3, because a lot of them are either Olympics or they just take the off season off. So playing 3-on-3 is very difficult, and you need a certain skill set to really like have a true impact. And I hope a lot of people seeing that today, because I was trying to explain that and I was getting it's weird. YouTube is weird. YouTube is weird because when you say certain things, people be like, nah, that ain't it. And it's very weird because it's like, I thought I thought experience was the best teacher, right? And when you think about 3-on-3, it's ISO ball. When you think about 3-on-3, it's about who can hustle. I was telling people that in 3-on-3, you need a 1-2 dribble pull-up game. You need to be able to run the floor quickly. You need to be able to 1-2 sidestep 3. I was saying these things, and people were like, nah, this or that, whatever. And the crazy thing is, everything I said happened today. Where did most points come from? 1-2 pull up elbow. 1-2 sidestep 3. Run the lane. It's 3-on-3. It's not that hard to figure out who's going to be good at it, who's not, who's going to be able to showcase their skills, and who's not. I'm very confused. Shout out Brian Allen Hines. Shout out Brian Allen Hines. Hey, Ms. Gant talking to both of y'all Jay today. She's talking to both of y'all, man. She's talking to both of y'all Jay today. But again, I think this league has the potential. I think what's going on, HD. I think this league has the potential to be something special, man. Something special. And there's a couple players overseas that which I wish would be here to showcase their skill set. I know a lot of them left while the league was still kind of like building up or whatever like that. So hopefully next year they can kind of be in the mix. But it's very weird when you think about it, right? It's like the league started with the mindset of developing players, but once that ball rolls out, what's going on, Bree? Once that ball rolls out, you just think about the competitive juices flowing, and it just you forget all about the development. And look, we yelling at the screen. We like, why is this person in? Why is that person not in? Put this person back in the game. But we keep forgetting the league started off as one of the calling cards of the league was this was going to give players an opportunity to showcase their skill sets. But again, the competitive juices start flowing. You start thinking win, and you forget the whole point of the league. So for me, I'm watching the coaches and I'm like, okay, why they have this player in the game at a certain time? It must be a reason. Development purposes, maybe playing with this player, getting a feel for this type of player. Maybe they got a system that they're in that this player. I mean, a lot of things could be happening, man. Like, and you know, I know especially in that last game, I know a lot of our Reese fans was like, why is Reese on the bench? Why is Stevens in the game? Look, trust me, during the game, I was saying Stevens need to go ahead on and get ready for the season, man. Go ahead on and get ready for the season, man. Just go ahead on. The Rose, but I'm gonna get to the first game first before we get the Angel Reese game, before we get to the Rose game. The Rose versus the Vinyl game. First game, up and down. Hey, Jewel Lloyd and Skylar Diggins. Hey, they was going at it. Hey, you could tell there's bad blood there. I was trying to when Skylar hit that game winner, I was trying to read her lips, but I really couldn't because they kept panning the camera back and forth, and players was bumping her, so she'll turn a certain way. They got some real animosity, man. I wish somebody could figure out what was actually said in the locker room. How did it actually start? Because Scholar is a high head, but Agumake and Jewel Lloyd, they're very like timid, quiet. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very weird of how that whole situation played out. And then Agumake, she's the president of the Players Association. So I don't know what's going on with that, man. But that was weird. That's here and there though. Hey, but the first game back and forward, Stewie, I don't know. Stewie only had 6 points tonight, man. Like Stewie needs, I don't know, man. But Stewie was looking shaky in the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen those missed free throws. Like I don't know, man. She was looking shaky for a minute too. Hey, but look, we got a lot to talk about, man. I'm excited though. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. When I'm on it, like maybe 92, 93 from my 1,000 mark. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Let me get them up out of here. I don't know what they be thinking coming up in here with their foolishness. I don't know what they be thinking, man. I don't know what they be thinking. Yeah. Look, Duvall, Skylar Diggins. I don't know what her and Jude Lloyd got going on, but for a minute they had back and forth layups, jump shots. Jude Lloyd blocked Skylar. Skylar took a charge on Jude Lloyd. They had some banter going on. And again, all you Jude Lloyd saviors who wanted to come to Chicago, we're not giving them no draft picks for Jude Lloyd. I was on Showtime channel earlier. Me and Showtime was talking about it, and I was like, if you gonna give up a draft pick for Jude Lloyd, she better be bringing you a championship in 2026. I mean, in 2025. If she's not bringing you a championship in 2025, just wait until 2026, and you don't got to give up no draft picks, no players. You keep everything. So I'm confused at what people be seeing, what they be hearing. Like just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, be patient, man. If Jude Lloyd wants to be in Chicago, Jeff needs to call her bluff and say, if you really want to retire, she don't want to play there for a couple of years. She says she wants to retire in Chicago. So Jeff, call her bluff and say, okay, if you want to retire in Chicago, this is what we're gonna do. And in order for us to, if I'm Jude Lloyd, I'm doing it too. I don't want to give a team. Think about this. I need y'all to think about this for a second. I know we off topic because we want to get to Unrivaled, but she's in Unrivaled, so we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Think about this for a second. This is something y'all never really thought about. Why would Jude Lloyd want Chicago to give up pieces that could help her win in Chicago and give them to a team that she doesn't even like? It ain't that she don't like the players. She don't like the team. Jude Lloyd was the reason for the investigation on the team. I need y'all to understand this. That's why I say we got to stop talking and start thinking before we say stuff. Why would Jude Lloyd go to the Chicago Sky and say, give away half of your picks and half of your roster, because we got to match salaries, give away your picks and half of your roster for me, gut the team, give it to a team that I don't like? Jude Lloyd not leaving because she don't like the players or she can't feel can't win. She don't like the entire situation. She don't like the team, the coach, the organization, the GM. She don't like nothing going on over there. She don't want no parts of Seattle. Not just the locker room. She don't want no parts. That was literally an investigation brought on by her representatives on the organization for how they handled the situation between her and the players. So why would you, Lord, go to Jeff and say, hey, Jeff, give away half of the team and one of your top draft picks for me when I can just come the next year? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Like, let's be logical when we say stuff, man. We got to be logical when we say stuff, man. We got to be logical when we say stuff. Let's be real here. Now, when it comes to when it comes to the first game, hey, standing ovation. The first game, standing ovation. Standing ovation. And look, because you already know me, I'm one of them people. I'm one of those people that I'm big on. I'm one of those people where I'm big on, like, don't cheat the game. I'm one of those kind of old school type of players. Like, don't cheat the game. And in that first game, what's going on, my dude? Showtime. What's going on in that first game? I seen no cheating of the game. I seen no cheating of the game in that first game. So the substitutions, I had no problem with them. The pace, no problem. The shots, no problem. See, when I'm watching the game, I'm looking at it as the first game of a season, right? Same thing with 3-on-3. Look at my jersey falling, man. Hold on. Same thing with 3-on-3, man. Showtime said, do we trade for Jude Lloyd today or tomorrow? Hey, we trade for Jude Lloyd in 2026. That's when we trade for Jude Lloyd. Show, I just finished telling them, Show, if I'm Jude Lloyd and I don't like the Seattle organization as a whole, the owner, the coach, because I don't like how they handled the locker room situation. Jude Lloyd is the reason that team had a whole investigation brought on them. So if I'm Jude Lloyd, I'm not going to Chicago and say, give up half of your roster because you got to match salaries and give up one of your top draft picks for me when I could just come the following year. I don't want to help out Seattle at all. I'm trying to walk away with nothing. Now, Seattle could go to a team and be like, hey, we don't want Jude Lloyd back. We'll trade it to blase. That's fine. She's still going to be a free agent in 2026. So I don't care who Seattle end up trading her for peanuts, because she's still going to be a free agent. Then she got the opportunity to come to Chicago on her own. And we got the opportunity to give her what we could give her according to the budget and how we want to build out the team. That's the only way I'll accept Jude Lloyd if she comes as a free agent. Because, again, at some point, we got to stop trading away picks. We got to stop trading away players. And we got to get some stability going, man. But shout out to Chicago Sky, man. But, Jeff, you got to prove me wrong, man. Jeff, you got to prove me wrong, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Again, Unrivaled. And this is another thing. There was people that said, listen to this for a second. I'm about to preach right quick. Y'all know, look, when y'all know when I sit up in that chair, you already know what time it is. Listen to this a second. There was people that said, listen to this. There was people that said Unrivaled wouldn't be anything. I'm not watching Unrivaled. Certain players ain't playing. I'm not watching. You go on Twitter, you go on YouTube, you got people got shorts up. The same people who say they wouldn't watch it, they wouldn't watching Unrivaled, are the same ones who taking time out of their busy schedule supposedly that they got because they so important to the basketball world. They took time out their busy basketball schedules because they're so important to the basketball community that they went tweeting, they went create shorts. They took so much time out of whatever basketball circles they in. I ain't never see them in none, but they got basketball circles and made shorts. So I'm confused, but that's here and not there. I just wanted to point that out for y'all. Pay attention. Hey, haters watch you the most. Remember that in life. Haters watch you the most. Remember that in life, y'all. Remember that in life. Haters watch you most. But Unrivaled has a chance to be something special, man. If they can streamline this. Look, the pay is amazing. Look, some of these players are about to make more than they've made in their entire WNBA career. Especially whoever wins this 3-point contest. They're about to make more in 2 months of game time than they've made in their entire careers. And some of these players has been in the league for a while. Again, Unrivaled has a chance to do something special here. Not only for certain players, but for all players. You think about all the players that's overseas. So, and I was wondering, what is the expectation for next year, right? Because you think about all the players that's overseas. You think about you got 6 teams. Are they going to expand it next year? That's what I'm interested to see. But hey, the first game, I like the way the referees let them play in the first game. Stop calling all them fouls, man. Now the referees, I got on them a couple times on Showtime channel because they had some crazy calls. Why you got to challenge a ball going out of bounds when you're standing literally right there? It's 3-on-3. You're on the baseline. I am confused. It's 3-on-3. You on the baseline. Why we gotta call a challenge? Because you can't see. That's what I was confused. I was confused about that. But when you just think about just the setup, let me say this, man. Not as just someone who watches basketball, someone who played basketball at a high level. This was beautiful, man. Look, this was beautiful. I'm talking chef's kiss beautiful. This was beautiful, man. You can tell they really wanted to. You know how when you're watching somebody when you're watching something like play out, you could be like, behind the scenes, something probably going on. Something feels off. It's like in the air, and you can feel it even through a screen. Like you can feel it, like something in the air. Soon as TNT clicked over to the game, you could just feel it. Like you can just feel that everybody was in this for the right reason. You could just feel it. I'm talking players, supporters, sponsors, the fans in the stands. Like you could just feel it. Like you can even the announcers, like you could just feel it. And that's what basketball is supposed to be about. Look, WNBA, take notes, man. Basketball is supposed to be about love, connection, camaraderie, competitive spirit to a certain extent, though. Like you could just feel it. So shout out to the Unrivaled for setting this thing up, man. Like, hey, this was great. This was great, man. This was great. Look, I'm about to drop the link, man, because I don't want to be up in here all night. But this was great, man. This was great. Second game though, man. Look here, man. She don't know how to pick a team, man. Who told her to pick that Rose team like that? She don't know how to pick a team. You pick a team with no wing. How you pick a team with no wing? And now that I sit down and I really think about it, because I think we just looking at the names and saying like, oh, these players are good basketball players on their team. Again, I wasn't listening to my own self when I was saying, y'all, these players, there might be a 82 in the WNBA, but there'll be a 72 in 3-on-3 just because of the play style, the speed, the capabilities, the necessary skill sets needed to be successful in 3-on-3. So I told y'all to be careful with that. But I'm looking at this roster, right? And I'm like, cause look. I'm gonna show y'all how I had them ranked. I got y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all how I had them ranked. And I got y'all. Give me a second. Oh, hold on. I gotta save it. I need standard download. Hold on, I got y'all. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. Shout out to my dude Duval. Hey Duval, I dropped the link, man. Shout out to Saheed. Shout out to Miss Shelly. Yeah, burrito rotations, they were bad, man. But I'm gonna give her grace. It's first game. I always, first game jitters. I don't think she's ever been like I don't think she's ever been in like a true coaching kind of like position. I'm gonna have to look into that. She's always been in kind of like a developmental role, so I'm gonna have to look into that and see if she's ever been in that kind of position. I'm gonna have to look into that. But let me show y'all how this is how I had them ranked. This is how I had the teams ranked before the first game. I wanted to do my rankings before the first game. So this was my rankings. I had Vinyl number 1, Miss number 2, Rose number 3, Fanta number 4, Laces number 5, and Lunar Owls number 6. Now listen, it's still the first game, so I'm not going to switch my rankings right now. It's still the first game, so I'm not going to switch my rankings. I'm gonna wait till the week is over. I'm gonna wait till the week is over. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Shout out Miss Sue for the super chat. Hey, shout out for the super chat. I see I got a new thing. Let me show y'all.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Hey, I give y'all everything I got, man. I give y'all everything I got. Look, my wife be up in there like, you be up in there screaming. I be like, babe, you know how I get. I give y'all everything I got, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Amy Sue. She said there's a video of Unrivaled channel showing how the teams were picked. It was a blind process. Coaches didn't choose their teams. No, I watched it live. I thought they chose their teams. Or am I tripping? I watched it live. Or am I tripping? I knew there was some trades that happened behind the scenes, but am I tripping, Amy Sue? I thought they picked their teams live. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought they picked their teams live. But shout out to Amy Sue for the $5 super chat. She's one of my loyal supporters. Shout out to Amy Sue for the $5 super chat. Then it said Angel stuffed the chat sheet in limited minutes. Yeah, it was very weird, man. It was very weird of how her playtime went it, and I don't know. It was very weird though. It was very weird though. PMD kid Angel did good. Just still had some bad habits to break, but I'm pleased with what I saw. Yeah, I'm pleased at what I saw. Her conditioning still ain't there. You could tell she was breathing a little hard, getting up and down the court a couple times. Especially running with Derek Hamby, she gonna make you tired automatically. So I expected Derek Hamby to start. I was on Showtime channel. He was like, nah, she ain't gonna start. I was like, it's 3-on-3. She got experience. She's the only person on their team that got Olympic experience in 3-on-3. She gonna start just off necessity of experience. No matter who better than her. Aaliyah Boston might be better than her, but the experience goes to Hamby. Shout out to WBB Universe. Shout out to Miss Key. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hey, y'all, I don't know why y'all be stingy with the likes. It's very, very weird. And what y'all do with the likes, I never understood it. I still don't understand it. Maybe I need to tape y'all hands to the keyboard or something. I don't know what's going on. If you driving, stop. If you eating, put the chicken down. If you watching TV, turn off Good Times. If you cooking, turn the stove down and hit the like button. If you hit the like button. If you arguing with your spouse, tell them you sorry and hit the like button. You know, if you at work, go get a bathroom break and hit the like button. Come on, man, hit the like button. What are we doing? I'm about to get a slide for that too. It's coming. Hit the like button. What are we doing? And that's gonna be the sound bite. Hit the like button. What are we doing? Hit the like button. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe though, man. I'm only like 93 or something like that, actually, away from 1,000 subscribers. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this one more time. Don't let people fool y'all. Don't let people fool y'all. Look, I've been in these YouTube spaces for 4.5 months. 4.5 months. This is my second channel, and I'm almost at 1,000. And I'll be disappearing. Those who follow me know I'll be disappearing for months, for weeks. Don't. Hey, I'm one of them ones. Give me a year and a half. You'll see. I'm one of them ones. You'll see. Give me a year and a half. I ain't with all the hoopla. I ain't with all the back and forth. I just put in work. That's all I do. That's all I do. My track record proven. I can go walk in any gym. If you look, if you bald, if you on this channel and you bald, I'm talking high school to college from 03 to 2012. You already know I bald. My track record proven. See, and that's another thing. Let me have a conversation about that real quick. You know one thing I hate, and I don't hate a lot of things. This is what I hate. I hate, and I'm trying to say this so politely and nicely because I don't want to give my energy to it. Because the crazy thing is, I was about to actually do a video on this, and one of my homeboys told me, shout out Duvall, I see you. You good, Duvall? You in here? I don't know if you was in. I don't know if I added you yet.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm just waiting.
All right. Give me a second. One of my homeboys told me. Now something happened on somebody else's channel with a specific individual. We was having a basketball conversation, and it went left, and I just got off the channel. Because one thing I will never do, I'm Southern, man. I would never disrespect. Even if I want to tell somebody off, I would never do it on somebody else's channel because I'm not built like that. Like when people let you on their platform, just respect it. Wipe your feet at the front door. Don't put your feet on the coffee table, and just respect their channel. So I would never turn up on somebody else's channel that ain't mine because I don't want to mess up their viewers. I don't want to mess up their stream where it got to be taken down. It just goes left. Because hey, contrary to what y'all believe, y'all keep forgetting I'm from that boot. I'm about that, like about that. But again, here nor there. But this is what I don't like. This is what I really don't like. I don't like when I'm having a conversation with somebody who never did nothing I did. I'm talking from pee-wee. Not even college, none of that. I'm talking pee-wee. Never did what I did. And it's okay for you to have your opinion. You want to talk eloquently, fine. Y'all already know how I rock. I'm an athlete. I'm one of the, and this is the crazy thing. I'm one of the only athletes who get on YouTube. Like, I'm not talking about high school or even college, talking past that. I'm one of the only athletes who get on YouTube, and my chat, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Duvall, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm one of the only athletes who get on YouTube and promote for people who didn't play sports to be in our circle and talk they talk as long as they're not being disrespectful. I say that time and time again. And it's very, very weird. Because I'm one of the few athletes, proven athletes, that get on YouTube. Because there's a lot of athletes who get on YouTube, and if you going at them and they find out you never play ball, they'll knock you off the panel. They'll tell you can't talk. I've heard it many a times. I'm one of the only athletes get on here and encourage people to have a voice. Because I played for coaches that never coached before. And let me tell you what one of my coaches told me. One of my coaches told me this. He said, and he had never played before. He walked up to me at halftime, and he's always tell us all the time. I grew up around basketball. My dad played basketball. That's how I became a coach. You know, I got into the coaching stuff like that. He's always tell us this, and he used to be like, I can't tell you what you see, but tell me what you see, and I'll help you get better. And a lot of people that get on these YouTube circuits, buy a microphone, create them a Google Gmail, and come up with some big words. Some of y'all need to take heed to that. Because one thing when I'm having a conversation with somebody about basketball and you get disrespectful when you never done what I did. You can't tell me what it's like to run 1,000 suicides and go make a layup. You can't tell me what it's like when they got 10 seconds left on the clock and we need a bucket and I got the ball in my hands. You can't tell me what it's like to not get sleep the next day when you're about to play one of the top players of the country. So how are we having the conversation? You gonna tell me what I should be thinking? Make that make sense. But I don't want to give it that much energy because me and my homeboy was having a conversation. I was about to drop a video about it. And he was like, who? And once he said who, that made me realize it was nobody. And I'm going to leave it at that. What's going on, Duval? What's going on, my dude? Let me get to these chats right quick. Again, y'all go follow WBB Universe, Key. Shout out to Chris Strong. They assigned the team so they would be fair. These teams definitely ain't fair, Chris. They definitely ain't fair, Chris. Yeah, that's what I thought. Superfly Jay. They picked the teams collectively. Like they had the teams in this pool and they was like picking the players one by one. Didn't that happen, Duval? They like put the players in the pool and the coaches like one by one pick the player.
Yeah, they had like certain categories like foundational players. They did like playmakers, and they did like a list.
Yeah. I thought it was like they picked a certain player for a certain skill set. That's what I thought. So I'm like, where's the wing for the Rose? I'm gonna go back and look at the shout out to Ambisu for calling that out though. I'm gonna go back and look at the actual like because I know I did it on Showtime channel. We was on Showtime channel. I'm gonna go back and look at the video and see how that actually went. Because I gotta go see how the whole setup was, because on paper Rose looks okay, but when you roll the ball out there and you start looking at the field, they're very undermatched, like across the board. I'm talking 1 through 6. When you just look at their lineup, you're like, Chelsea Gray is a champion. She's on a good team. We got to remember they're not on their team anymore. She don't got age. She don't got Kelsey. They're not on their team anymore. Their responsibilities are different. The play style is different. 3-on-3 is different than 5-on-5. I keep telling y'all that we used to do 3-on-3 tournaments in college. You do that every year. You do the inaugural right before the season start. You do the 3-on-3 tournament. If you our teams was green and white, so we'll do the white jerseys versus the green jerseys. Like you do it every year, and that's how it is. It's just up down pace. But shout out to Miss Key too. What's going on, Miss Key? How you feeling? But let me get to Duval first. But what's going on?
How you doing? I'm good. Appreciate you having me up here.
Oh, you already know what it is. Shout out to my dude, Bro Clyde. What's going on, Uncle J? Uncle J, pull up, man. Shout out to Bro Clyde. Make sure y'all go follow the Gingerbread Man, steady serving entertainment on all platforms. That's his name on all platforms. That Chicago legend, man. The Chicago legend, man. Hey, Uncle J. That reminds me of another thing. Hey, when y'all follow people channels, even those who follow WBB Universe in here, who follow Key, make sure when you hit the bell, you hit all, not personalized. Hit all. I learned that like a couple days ago. That's why some of y'all not getting the notification, because they're not hitting all. So when y'all on y'all channels, Key, make sure y'all let them know that. Make sure they hit all instead of personalized, because personalized, whenever they hit the bell, that's the only videos. Like if you're doing a certain stream, it won't show for them because they hit the bell on a certain video.
Okay.
So make sure they hit all. What's going on, Bro Claude? But let me get to Duval first, man. Duval, what you got on this, man?
First and foremost, man, I know who you're talking about on the stream. That's why I reached out to you behind the scene.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Hey, look, I don't know what be wrong with these dudes, man.
I knew it went left. I ain't gonna say no more than that because, like I said, I'm partial to both people, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Look, I don't. Duval, this is the crazy thing. I'm one of the only athletes that done played anything professional that get on these YouTube channels and tell people even that they haven't played before, hey, come on here, talk. You welcome in the circle, but don't come in the circle and disrespect the circle. Like we get on ESPN about that. You know what I'm saying, Gingerbread Man? Like, don't get in the circle and disrespect the circle when we let you in here with open arms.
With open arms, baby.
Like everybody, just because you buy a microphone and got some soliloquy words you could say, don't mean you one of them ones. Like,
absolutely not.
I'll be confused, man. But that's here or there. But we was on KSAP channel, and I'm one of those people. I will never mess up somebody's stream. So guess what I did? I just removed myself from the situation. Don't talk crazy to me like I ain't.
Yeah, you about that business. Look, you about that.
Let me tell y'all something. I grew up 3 minutes from Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know who y'all think I am on the YouTubes. Sir. Y'all gotta calm down.
But you know,
and look, I ain't 5'3". And I ain't 5'3", and I don't weigh 160 pounds.
Right. You know, nephew, you know, the thing is that, you know, a lot of people got so much to say, you know, and that's what I was, you know, dealing with on my channel this morning. I was firing them up this morning at 5, 6 o'clock this morning, because you really act like you from this. You ain't from this. You ain't live this. I live this. You can see everywhere it go. And in any circle, they're going to tell you about what I do and who I am and what I'm in Chicago. Do your investigation. They're going to tell you who the Gingerbread Man is and what circles that I roll in. And all I got to say is this. When you're a person like yourself, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your you being a comrade, a good person to even let any of us to come, because really, man, I didn't play professional basketball. You did. You went the next step that I did not make it to, and I have to respect that. I respect that. No matter what my purpose or reason that I did not make it to the next level, God damn it, people don't want to hear that shit. You are that truth, and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna sit back, and then I really value. Don't get it twisted. I want you to mark this day. On anything that you say, I take a value. I can disagree, but I also can learn and disagree also. And if I'm wrong, I've always came back and say, hey, man, I'm wrong on that one. You know what I'm saying? I could be humble enough to say I don't have the right thing. Just like Uncle J.E. You know what I'm saying? Uncle J.E. see what I see the value in Jewel Lloyd. I just see the value. So I'm going to leave it. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I appreciate that though. I'm telling you, I was about to make a video on it and speak on it and like get that correct. But me and my homeboy was talking about it yesterday, and well, the day before yesterday, because I was heated. I was about to make a stream about it, like not a stream, like a video. And I was like, I told him, and he was like, "Who?" And that let me know right there. You don't got when he said who, that let me know. Sometimes I forget who I am. You get caught up in stuff. Sometimes you just forget who you are. He was like, "Who?" I was like, "Say no more." And I ain't even get online yesterday. I was like, "Say no more." I'm like, "You right?"
Yeah. Let me get in for a couple minutes because I'm a.
What's up, Duvall? Let Duvall get his in. What's going on, Duvall? Man, my bad, man. We just had to get that out, man.
No, you good. Because like I said, I'm at work, so I'm gonna step off for a few minutes, but I'm gonna still stay on the line. I'm gonna still stay on the chat because I'm gonna come back. So I ain't gonna drop off or nothing, but I just gotta step aside for a few minutes. But like I said again, I hope you and that person have a conversation. Like I said, I'm not gonna get more deeper than that because I'm in focus to both people, and so I just hope that could get resolved peacefully.
It don't need to be Duvall. It don't need to be a conversation. It's like sometimes it's not that big. Like it don't because I'll leave it alone. It don't need to be a conversation because that person ain't even.
Nephew, leave that alone.
Yeah. That's why I'm not even trying to. Yeah.
Whatever you're gonna say is cutting out, so you must not need to say it because you're cutting out.
Yeah. But what else you got?
I'm gonna move past that. I'm gonna move past that real quick. Like I said,
what else you got, man?
Angel did her thing. Angel shut Aaliyah Boston down with 2 points. Angel shut De'Aaron Hamby down with 5 points. What Stevenson? We need to put her back to the scrap heap. So put her back in lost and found.
She need to go get ready for the season, man. Tell her go get ready for the season.
She need to get an ice pack or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Elizabeth Williams for somebody. She a waste of space at this point. And the coach, she's horrible at rotations. I mean, that rotation system that she got, I thought I was watching this guy last season. I'm like, what's going on? I thought Teresa Weatherspoon the only one that rotate that poorly.
So everybody that go, I know y'all gonna mention the coach. So I want y'all to give me y'all rating on her coaching in game 1. When you go, give me your rating. What's your rating, Devon?
1 to what?
1 through 10, like always.
1 through 10. Okay. 1 through 10. Okay. I'm gonna give her a 4, and the only reason why I give her a 4 because she do have plays. They do when they do the open mics. They do have like 4 or 5 plays. So so I would give her credit that she have at least a play design. For the offense, but her rotations and stuff and her in-game management is not no good. She really needs some development on that. So I give her a 4. Like I said, this Rose team, like I told you the other day, is top heavy. We're very thin on the bench. And like I said, they ain't even play Leslie Hall like that. So that tells me all you can need to know when they think about Leslie Hall. It's just, we're in trouble.
Let it out, man. Let it out, man.
We're in trouble.
Hey, this is a safe space for y'all, man. Let it out, man.
One last thing I'm going to say, like I said, I'm going to step outside for a bit, but I'm going to stay on the line because I'm coming back. But really why I said the other day when you did.
Hey, hold on. Hey, we got 70 people in here, man. Hit the like button. I only got 44 likes. Hit the like button.
The reason why I said the other day when you said about Angelreese development, the reason why I said she has to develop a offensive game for the Sky, because it reminded me of this game tonight. They feel like because how the team is constructed, she has to be a scorer for them to have a chance to win. Mm-hmm. It's not like a team where if she was on the other team tonight, where you already got Ryan Howard and Enrique, then she could be that defensive stopper and rebounder and score occasionally. But on a team like she's on tonight, she has to be a scorer. Because who else gonna score? Especially off the bench. They don't got nothing.
That's facts.
The bench is a waste of time. And that reminded me of the Chicago Sky. It was like Kenny Carter and Angel had to score.
No, Duval. People that never put a jersey on told me Lexi Hall was gonna get in 3-on-3 and be a dog.
Man.
They told me she played defense. They told me she could guard people 1-on-1.
They ain't even want to put her in the game. That's what I seen tonight. That's what told me everything I need to know. Now I know they rested Angel at the end because I think they trying to save her for tomorrow too. But they ain't even put her in the game like that. That got to tell me something, Prince. The coach is telling you. See, the coach, my mom always told me. She said, "Your words don't mean nothing. Your actions tell you everything."
That's facts.
And yeah, like I said, when you barely get in the game on a team that's already thin, man, the coach telling you what I tell you, like she don't think so. She don't think so highly of Lexi Hall, man. They need to do a trade or something. Like I said, let's get Elizabeth Williams, somebody off the scrap heap. Because like I said, Stevenson, she need to go. That's the last time I'm gonna lay everybody else feet. I appreciate you, Prince. You know I love you, brother.
Yeah, just go mute.
Yeah, I'm finna mute. Yeah.
All right. What's going on, Key? What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, Prince?
Hey, look, you trying to get your channel up. Every time you come up here, make sure you shout your channel out first, man. You know.
All right. I ain't want to step on no toes or be rude or nothing. It's your time, so.
Nah, you good. You good.
Y'all follow WBB Universe. I'm at 90 followers right now. If y'all can get me to 100 by the end of this stream, that would
get her to 100. Hey, she only need 10 people. Hey, if you ain't following her stream, man, go over there and follow it. Let's see how loyal my supporters are to me, man. Let's see how loyal my supporters are to me. Go get her 10 more. If you ain't subscribed to her channel, put your channel in the thing.
Appreciate that.
Matter of fact, I'll do it. I'll do it because I don't think you can do it.
What's the question you had though?
How do you feel about both games, and what's your takeaways from the Rose coach and her play style and her coaching style?
Okay, I mean, I love both games. I definitely love the first one more than the second one because it gave what I thought it was gonna give. You know, just really like fast paced, intense. I mean, obviously it was kind of must-see TV with Jewel and Skylar. You know, Nafisa showed up. I feel like Courtney Williams showed up pretty well. So it was really good. That first game was just, it knocked it out the water. I feel like if Unrivaled having that as the first game, that definitely drew viewers in, you know. So I felt like that was a perfect first game. I lost it when Skylar hit that last three and then did the zombie down the court. I mean, that was just straight cold. I loved it. So that first game was great. You know, I think Phil could have switched a couple things up towards the end that could have kind of changed the way that went, because the Mist kind of had it. I had coming into this, I had Mist and Rose. So I thought Mist was actually gonna win the first game, but yeah, that first game was great. As far as the second game was good too. I feel like it was a little bit more slowed down, which was fine. Like, it was just a different game. So I thought that was fine. I think that's pretty cool too, to have 2 games in one night, and it's literally, you know, I get that it's different teams, but it's just a whole different pace in both of them. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, I'm with Duval on Azare, man. I mean, Azare.
That's her name. I keep saying Azura. No, her name is Azare.
Yeah, it's Azare
okay.
Stevens.
Hey, I'm from the boot. We say everything wrong.
Man, she smoked
it's
so
our
many
accent.
layups.
It's our accent, the way we pronounce certain words. That's all it is.
It's all good. It's all good. But yes, Azare. But she smoked so many layups, and she was just sleep, man. She was sleep. She wasn't ready for it. She's not really a down low, like, talk. She just big for no reason. She liked to play on the outside for real. She liked to shoot threes.
I haven't done a lot of research on her. Who does she play like? Because I'm trying to really figure out her. Who do you think she plays like?
To be honest, I don't even know who to comp her with because of her height and her.
Tammy Fanley. That's what she plays like. She looked like her to me.
Okay. I feel you, Uncle J.E. I mean, I could see a little bit of that, but Fanbet, Tammy will at least go to the cup. Like, she'll at least do that. She don't always do that outside shot. Azare like to live in that outside shot as a big. So I can tell. She's not a rim protector, and I'm not saying Angel Reese is either, but Angel Reese is a defender. So if you come inside with her, she's going to defend. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference. So I feel the same way Duval feel with Azare. I will say this. I know how y'all feel about Lexi Hull. Okay, I know how y'all feel about Lexi Hull. I personally think she could have played more minutes. As somebody said, she did. When she was guarding Ryan Howard was 0 for 3. And Ryan Howard in this game was the head of the snake that needed to be cut off because she was on a heater. And so if Lexi was doing good on her, that could have did some things. But I think that had to do with Nola's rotation. She had a bad rotation, man. I said that the entire game. I'm like, what is she doing? I get it's the first game. I'm not putting her down, y'all. I think she'll come out of this, learn all of that. But the rotations were just atrocious to me. And keeping Angel out in that fourth quarter, I don't care who you are. That's insane to me, keeping Angel out in the fourth quarter and putting Azare Stevens in.
So I got a question about that, but let me get to my super chats first, man. Let me get to my super chats first, man. I got a big question about that, man. But
all I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to my super chats, man. Shout out to my super chats. Brian Allen Hines said, Lexi Hall and Azure Stevens, you are the weakest link for the Rose team. So shout out to Sahid for the $4.99 super chat. I like the Lunar Owl teams a lot. I think their roster is constructed perfectly. Scholar and Fee particularly look like they got good chemistry. Yeah, they're big and they're both good at their position. So like them two just playing off each other is always going to look good because they're specialized at their actual position. Sometimes you could teeter to like a wing if you're a 2, but they're specialized and they're playing their actual positions. They're not playing out of position. So and they're vets, so they're gonna play well together. I think they were the reason I was kind of like, should I put them at the 6th seed? They were the only 2 reasons. Everybody else I didn't like. Shout out to Brian Allen Hines. Azure Stevens thinks she's Kevin Durant. Man, you wow. Shout out to Brian Allen and Sahid and Amy Sue for her super chat earlier. Shout out to y'all, man. But I got a question for you, Key.
Yeah.
What adjustments does this coach need to make with her? It's a two-part question. What adjustments this coach need to make with her play calling and her minutes?
I mean, as far as play calling go, I see she had a few of them, but I think that I feel like depending on who she has in the game, like as far as like let's say you got, like Chelsea out, you know what I'm saying, but Angel Reese is in, because Brittany Sykes, she seemed like a combo guard, and I don't know, she just played 3-on-3, by the way, so I don't even know why she acting like the lights is too bright. She was playing scared today to me, Brittany Sykes, but she is a point guard for Washington, but it seemed like she was struggling a little bit and she needed to be more off ball. So I don't know if maybe you have Angel kind of initiate a little bit more when Chelsea is out. It does seem like Chelsea is the only point guard on that team, and that will leave them at a great disadvantage against every other team if Chelsea is the only point guard. So when Chelsea leaves, it's like the team just slumped. And then you can't take Angel and Chelsea off at the same time. It's a wrap for that. So it's just,
I agree.
I agree. Think she got to pick her poisons, right? Like I said, I get how you feel about Lexi or something, but to me, if Ryan Howard and Enrique Agumbawale is in, I don't know. I feel you on having, because he was on Enrique or whatever. And Enrique just wasn't hitting. But if Enrique's on the heater, she's cooking Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So to me, you might want to put Angel, maybe Kai, and Lexi, you know what I'm saying, and have Lexi on Ryan Howard. Because again, you can feel how you want to feel, but the stats say she was holding it down. So you let her cook. You know what I'm saying? You let her hold it down. Now, if she start to mess up, okay, pull her out. But I personally think we was already kind of, there was a point where we was down 16, y'all. I mean, shit. See what she could do.
See what she could do.
You just gonna keep doing this. It was like, I'm like, is she gonna call a timeout? Like, what's going on? She just watched Ryan Howard hit like 3 threes. I'm like, you're not gonna adjust. You're not gonna switch things up. And then at the end, when she didn't have Angel in, right? I'm like, why she don't got Angel in? Why she don't got Angel in? Finally, they call a timeout. I'm like, okay, right here. She's gonna put Angel in right here. She left Azare in the game. And then, I mean, obviously, I think they shot their way out of the game a little bit. Kai and Chelsea started just shooting threes and stuff like that. I think they could have took it to the hole, maybe got some fouls, probably made a couple of those and kept the game close. It was one point where it was 71-73, but I think they kind of just shot their way out of the game at that point. So I think her rotations are bad, but I also think, I don't want to gas it, y'all. Teaspoon was handed a pretty good team.
Hey, so talk about it. So
I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be if you got a good team, you got a good, and it's 3-on-3. So this is a lot of isolation, and it's not a lot of plays being ran. There's plays being called, but it's not a lot of plays being ran. You know what I'm saying? Because they getting broken down in the middle of the game or whatever. And your great advantage for Nola is having Chelsea, because Chelsea plays a whole different game than everybody else on the court. She plays her own game at her own pace. She's amazing. But otherwise, I mean, you're screwed. So Teaspoon got handed an amazing team. So I'm not gonna sit up here and gas it like, oh, she just got coached, or Nola's under coaching. My only thing with Nola is leaving Azare in as long as she did. Angel, you just gotta admit, Angel is a game changer. She's a game changer. So in that, when they was at 71-73, put her in there. She was only at 4 fouls, I think. Put her in there. You know what I'm saying? It was first to 76. If she fouled out, she fouled out. So
it was 76 or 78.
It might have been 70. I think it was 76, but it might have been, no, you might have been right. 78. You might be 78. Right.
Because I remember at one time, because it was like 71-75 at one time. Yeah.
It was 71-73. Then it went to 71-75. Yeah. Then it was a backdoor cut, 71-77, and then Enrique got that last layup.
Yeah,
that was it.
Shout out to Fulan Speak Sports, man. Make sure I go follow Fulan, man. Shout out to my dude, man. But yeah, man, appreciate that, man. Hey, you know your stuff. Stick around. Let me get to Uncle J.E. What's going on, Unc, man? What's going on? Unc got his logo and everything ready, man.
Yeah. Peace to the panel. Hey, nieces and nephews, what's good?
What's going
Y'all
on?
search me. Barbershop Talk, Uncle J.E. Search me. Subscribe. You know, I'm the smallest man out, but I got the
Put your link
biggest
in the
voice.
chat. Hey, y'all better be going follow Key. I put her link in the chat. Let me put it in there again. Hey, get it 100 before the end of this stream. She only need like 9. I just checked. It was like 92. So I don't know where she at right now.
Yeah, but it was great basketball. I enjoyed it. You know, I mean, the product was very good. It reminded me of the Gladiator games. I don't know if y'all remember the Gladiator games that used to come on when they used to hype up the commentators used to hype it all up and all that. You know, it felt personal, intimate. You know what I mean? As far as the gameplay, Ron Howard, she was the best player out of both games, I think. That's my, opinion. And the coaching for the Rose, man, her rotations was crazy. You know, Angel, she has an impact on the game. Why are you taking her out? You know, and Angel, the only critique I have about Angel, and I think we talked about it before, Angel, I think because she has so many trainers, she's confused. She wants to play that, on the floor game, put the ball on the floor. But then she's confused about if I should be under the basket and playing, like a big. When she was on the elbow or at the top of the key, she was effective. But when she went down, she was getting stuffed. She didn't know, you know what I mean? She didn't have no counters. You know what I mean? She was just, I don't know, she just looked clunky under there. But I think Angel needs to work on her handle and get back to trying to be not a big guard, but just getting her handles that she could be quicker than the other bigs. You know what I mean? But she played great. You know what I mean? You can see she's been working. She had a mid range off the dribble, so she didn't have that last year. So I commend her on that. You know what I mean? But it was great basketball to me.
Hey, Keith, how many followers you at? Because I just refreshed it.
Let me see. I'm at 103.
Man, shout out to y'all, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man.
Uncle
shout out
Jay
to y'all,
is only
man.
at 20.
Hey,
y'all better, man, listen.
Look, shout out to y'all, man. Hey, get on the up, man.
Hey, Prince,
don't
you got some
loyal
followers, Prince. You got some loyal followers.
Hey, look, my followers will tell you, man, like, we family over here. I know some people got followers and people just go watch their channel, but over here, I interact with my chat. I shout everybody that come in my chat. I shout them out after every stream, so they always know I see them. That's why they always come back. Like, I got a good following. Like,
but Prince, can I say one thing before someone else goes?
Yeah, what you got?
Yo, you the one gave me my start. You invited me up one day and you let me go. Now, I'm like Bro Claude. I never played professionally. I played a lot of sports. I played baseball, basketball, boxing, football. I never played professionally. I wanted to play baseball professionally.
Yeah.
But you let us come on here. You played professionally. We defer to you because you played professionally. But you never like look down on our takes like, you know what? I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, bro. You know? Like you let our voice hang out here. You know what I mean? Like we could sit at the table with you a little bit. But I appreciate that, man.
And look, my boys, I play professional with, college with, even high school with. They follow my channel and they be like, Bro Club cutting up. They be want to come up here, but they ain't really into some athletes. They just really ain't into them spaces. They just really ain't into, Bro Club probably know that. Like some athletes, they'll never get on here. They'll just never. But they be listening. They'll hit me up and like they going crazy in the group chat right now. They was asking about who I was talking about earlier, but they going crazy in there right now. But like, yeah, they be listening to y'all, man. They be like, y'all be spitting it. Y'all be spitting that, man. Oh yeah. Appreciate that. Hey, let's get on the. Let me go to your channel and put it in the thing, man. Let's get on to at least 50 subscribers by the end of this stream. We got 80 people.
They don't like
here,
Uncle Jay because I be coming with them crazy takes, but y'all better love me.
I'm gonna put the thing in the chat, man. Hold on.
Stop talk. Go to Barbershop Talk.
What you got, bro, Clyde? What you got?
I wanted to say this, man. A lot of people, I don't need a confirmation from a lot of people to know that I'm one of them ones. You understand?
Right.
I don't need it. You know, a lot of people have a conversation with me, just like yourself, and know, oh no, he got a different bag, and I don't come up here to be arrogant. You know what I mean? I've been around professional football and basketball all my life. You know, I got professionals that's first cousins that is in the game, which you already know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been, you know, around and seen the politics that's actually played in the NBA and going to the G League and overseas even. You know what I mean? I know what that feels like. And I also know what it feels like for, you know, the NFL to waive one of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's all about. And I just want to thank you for the privilege. You were the second person. I went on the KSAP, then I went on you, then I went on Quita. Or yeah, I think it was Quita. You was up before Quita, or you was in there?
I was after her.
Love Sports, but this
I was after Quita.
I think I was after Quita
because I didn't get on YouTube. I didn't get on YouTube till September.
Right. Okay. So that was Showtime, not you. That was Showtime. Yeah. It was KSAP, Showtime, and Quita. Then you came. I was like, when I heard you, I was like, this little sucker know he know what he's talking about. So then when you revealed that you played, I was like, oh, that's why Prince be giving the takes, and then how you break it down, and you know what I mean, just to the microchip. Almost, you know, Brooklyn comes from another angle, but yours is accurate. Because why is it accurate? You have played the game. You know what it takes. You know what it has to be, you know what I mean, it has to be provided in offense and defense. You know this because you went over drills and drills and drills of this, right? All your life, pretty much, right? All the way to the point where you say, hey, I don't do this no more. I do this. So I respect everything that you've done and how you came. Man, you a partner already. I'm still working on that. You know what I'm saying? You one of the ones. You got what I'm saying?
I've been trying to tell him, hey, look, and I be in and out, man. Like, imagine if I just was just consistent. I would probably be at like 2,000 by now. Because I'd be so in and out. Man, I'll disappear for like a whole month.
Almost a month. You know I'll disappear. Look, I know I did my thing. I got to 1,000 fans, but you got to 1,000 quick. Like 7-8 days. Like, oh man. It might have been 2 weeks, but it didn't look like it. You know what I'm saying? You got real fast. And I appreciate it, man. You're a partner already. That's what I'm striving to be. I got them hours, you know, them hours. That's all I got.
You gotta get them hours in.
Yeah, I'm over
them hours in, man. Look, you just gotta drop videos, go live, drop videos. You know how it go. Drop videos, go live, drop videos.
So I appreciate you, man. I love you. I'm gonna get out this space. I gotta go and take the dog out before my wife holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I got a Cujo over here.
Bad.
I got a Bouvier this flounders. If that ain't no bullshit shit, I don't know what it is. All right, I love you, Key. I love you, Key. You doing good, mama?
Good rest of your night.
Hey, Uncle J.E., you all good. I'm finna walk the dog. I might fire up something later on, y'all, when I get in. But I appreciate you, Joe. You
all right, bro, Clark.
You one of them ones, and then y'all can come over to Steady Serving, ENT, Steady Serving, ENT. Check me out, man. I also got the baddest whipped shea butter. You know what I mean? I keep the classy unashy. That's right. I got the shea butter. Go on and check it out. You got to go over to my page to see how you can order my shea butter. Come on and hit that like and that subscribe button. I love y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
But bro, Clark, I ain't gonna have no dog that can't guard the house. I got me a big dog.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop you there. See, this is what Zoe is talking about. Intelligence. Uncle J.E., you finna apologize again. I said I got a Bouvier des Flounders. Go look that up right now while we on this chat. Go look that up on your Google. Bouvier des Flounders. You see it yet? You Googled it yet?
Bro, I can't even spell that. I can't even understand what you. It sounds French.
B-O-U. It is French. B-O-U.
Yeah, it is French.
V-I-E-A.
Well, give me the shortcut. What is it? What is it, bro, Club?
Bouvier des Flounders, for all of y'all that don't know what a Bouvier des Flounders is, it gets up to 125 pounds. It grows for 5 years of its life, from the time it was born to 5 years old. It is the dog that killed the German Shepherd in World War II that Hitler said they must shoot on sight. So remember when Hitler sent the German Shepherds into the field, into the woods, when they was hiding in the jungle, that was the Bouvier des Flanders, that big, hairy, long-legged dog that was long. He was the one that killed the German Shepherd on sight. And that is what Hitler said: when you see the dog, don't pet the dog, don't capture the dog, shoot and kill that dog, because that dog is a murderer.
Okay. I forgot you military. You military background. I forgot.
Yeah, military man. Oh yeah. So when I say something, this is I ain't got no foo-foo. That's my wife dog. I ain't got no foo-foo. I got a Bouvier. I ain't spending no time with foo-foo. Look,
when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to the super chat from Amy Sue. Shout out to the super chat from Amy Sue. She said, does anyone remember the game where Lexi Hall pushed Ryan Howard out of bounds for no reason? Nah, I'll have to go check that out. I didn't know they had beef like that.
Yeah, I remember that, but it wasn't.
That's why Ryan Howard was giving us that work. I didn't know they had beef. Shout out to Amy Sue for the $5 super chat.
I thought Gray was trying to hurt. What's the name? Rike was trying to hurt Gray. I don't know. I don't think they beefing, but those were some hard fouls, man.
Yeah. Well, Enrique, she's a rough player anyway. That's just how she
not
plays.
Enrique, but Rika Jackson, whatever.
Oh, Rikia.
Rikia, yeah, Rikia Jackson, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she was fouling them real hard, man.
I'm gonna have to go check that out. Because Chelsea Gray played in the second game.
Yeah, she didn't play with Chelsea Gray.
No, Alicia Gray from Atlanta.
Oh, Alicia Gray.
Oh, got you. Yeah. She was doing some. You know what it is? Rikia struggles with defense. She struggles with defense.
She was getting physical with her.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Especially in 3-on-3.
It's obvious she struggles on defense. I saw that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I gotta go. I wonder if they maybe I need to start saving them on my because I got YouTube TV. Maybe I need to start saving them so I can go back and watch them. Because I record
them on my DVR, whatever you call it.
You don't got Max, Prince? You don't got Max?
No, I don't got Max.
Okay.
I probably got it, yeah, but I don't know if I got it. It's one of them things. I probably got it, but
all of them is on there. If you do,
they saved on there.
Yeah, they all on there. They all gonna be played on there, and they'll be saved on there, so you can rewatch it.
Okay, because I got YouTube TV. That's what I was watching it at, but
okay, then yeah.
I do breakdowns, so I want to go back and look at them because I like to do like breakdowns on like how they could kind of like adjust, especially for the roles, how they can adjust what type of plays they can run. Because Nola kept running this high pick and roll, and you can tell she been around Derrick and Hamby and the Sparks too long because she was running that high pick and roll elbow screen play. But you got Angel Reese and Zura. They're not Derrick and Hamby, so they're not that type of player. So that's why Chelsea Gray she couldn't do what she wanted to do, even when Sykes came in the game, because they kept trying to run it. But you got to run there with a pick and pop player. Angel Reese and Azaria, whatever her name is, they're not that type of player. They're not pick and pop. Angel was trying to roll, and Azaria Stevens, she's just setting the screen looking for you to score. So that's why it kept looking awkward. So she need to get away from that high screen roll. She need to get away from that because it ain't gonna work with this team.
Yeah, I pray she watches film. I do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Bro, what was Sykes doing? Sykes looked a little lost out there because it was one play when Angel got the rebound and she went to pass it out to her. She's running down the court. She's not even looking to bring down the ball or play
but she's
guard.
got a point guard. She only
But you're
plays
the
the
guard
position
on the
because of
floor,
her
though.
height.
Yeah, but you should be looking to get the ball. I mean, you want
I
Angel.
I get it. But she's like a Dejanay Carrington. She's listed as a point guard too. But you already know who the point guard of the team is.
What?
So
They listed as a point guard?
but we already know who the point guard of the team is. Like they're not real point guards. They're just there because of the way the teams is built. If those teams had traditional point guards, they wouldn't be in those positions. Like it's just height wise and their skill sets and who they can actually guard. I wouldn't. Again, Sykes is. They need to. Sykes needs to be an agitator, not a focal point of the offense.
No.
That's the problem. Look, in 3-on-3, you gotta you stand out, even if you're good or bad. So in 3-on-3, we're looking at Sykes and we're looking for her to be aggressive. She's not lost. She doesn't understand how to be aggressive. She isn't lost. It's not her skill set. So in 3-on-3, she's gonna always look confused no matter what the play is, because that ISO ball is not her skill set. So to us, it's gonna look weird because we're not used to seeing her play like that, because she's more of a 5-on-5. She'll lock down your best defender. She'll slash to the rim a couple times. But in 3-on-3, it's just straight up ISO. You on the wing, 1-on-1, do something. And that's not her style of play. So it's gonna look awkward the whole time. They don't got enough time to adjust.
But 303 will expose you because there's a lot of isolation out there. It's gonna expose you. But one thing I would do, I would let Ka spell Gray at times, because she can handle the ball a little bit, you know what I mean? And that takes pressure off of her where she doesn't have to score all the time. She can get other people involved. Because if Syke is not going to play point guard, what is she out there for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I think when Nola took Angel Reese out, that should have been Chelsea Gray. You bring Chelsea Gray in and you keep Copper in with Sykes, because Copper can handle the ball. So that way, when Copper goes sit down, you can bring Chelsea Gray and Stevens in the game instead of having Angel Reese come out. And now you got an awkward rotation because you subbed the wrong person out first. I think her first sub messed the whole game up, because you can't go back now, because you can't give those minutes back and you can't change the rotation because now it's set. Once you make your first sub, you learn that in AAU. When you make your first sub, that's your rotation for the rest of the game, just because of how the game flow is. And it's like, you got to be, it's weird to say it, but you got to be in it to really understand what I'm talking about. Like when you make that first sub, the rest of your rotation depends on it, because now you're trying to manage minutes from that first sub. You don't manage minutes from the beginning of the game. You manage it once the first hub happens. So when she took Angel Reese out, it messed up the rest of the rotation of how she could have did things, because I agree with Kia on Copper needs to relieve Chelsea Gray and vice versa, versus both of them coming out. You got Zakira, you got Stevens, Lexi Hall, and Sykes out there. Even like that's just a bad lineup altogether. Like you're not about to get no points. And then you try to bring Copper back in, but she can't play with those two because they don't move like that. So like that's why you need to the start of her rotation needs to get set a little better. She should have took Chelsea out instead of Angel. I don't know why she took Angel out. That was very weird. Did Angel pick up a foul or something?
She had got she got her fourth foul, which I could get on that. Angel's last two fouls was like, I don't know. They was bad calls if you ask me, but hey.
They were ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, they was ticky-tack fouls, Duval. So she got the last two, but you in this league, you need 6 fouls to foul out. But the fourth quarter is whoever makes it to 78 first. So it's not like you like, oh, it's 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let me take her out. Like, no, I mean, you just leave her in, and you know what I'm saying. But I get
Can you foul out?
Huh? Yeah, you could foul out with six fouls is a fouling out.
I didn't think they could foul out. I thought it was 6 fouls, and then after the 6th foul is a tech.
Nah, that's if you down to your last 3 players. That's if you're down to your last 3 players.
Okay.
When you down to your last 3 players, that's when
on the rule thing.
That's when you
like
can't foul
under the
out.
fouls, that's what it says. They need to change that to when you're down to your last 3.
When you're down to your last 3 games, you can't foul out there. It'll just be a technical after every foul after that.
Bickham, Uncle J.E. right there. He just changed his profile picture. Uncle J.E. they be looking for you.
Yeah, I'm here. Barbershop talk. Uncle J.E.
It seemed like Nola was her rotation. It seemed like with Angel, she was saving her for tomorrow. It seemed like there was something like she was saving her for tomorrow instead of just playing to win. It seemed like when it came to Lexi Hall, it looked like she was saving her for next season because she didn't even play her.
But Duval, when Angel got it going, she took her out. So how
That's
you
what I'm
saving
saying.
her for
It seemed like she's saving her for tomorrow for whatever reason. Well, you got to play to win every game. Tomorrow ain't promised. That's how I look at it.
This not the game for that. I mean, they play Lunar Owl. They play Lunar Owls tomorrow. Which I mean, I'm not
at 3:30.
That's a good team as well. So I'm not saying it's not a good team, but I don't know why you save her against arguably, possibly the best team in the league, the Vinyl. Like they're the best team. You're gonna need Angel in there. I don't know. I don't understand her taking. I would have let her foul out if you ask me. I just let her.
Me too.
Let her foul out. Why? Then, like I said, they had that timeout. And I'm like, okay, put her back in now because they about to damn near win. You might as well just let her go. And she still kept Azare in. But you pointed something out, Prince. She was the assistant coach for the Sparks. Azare plays for the Sparks. So I didn't even realize that might be what it is that she believed in her or sees more potential. I don't know what it is. But the product.
She thinks she can shoot. She thinks she can shoot because that last play, I read the play. So it was a flare screen for Azaria. She started on the nail and she popped up. She did like a V curl. That play was for her. Like that's why I'm gonna go back and watch it. That's why I wonder if I recorded it because I'm gonna do a breakdown probably tomorrow or something. That play was actually for her. That's how she ended up on that right wing. That play was for her. She thinks she can shoot.
But she hesitated with the jumper though, bro. She didn't even shoot it. She hesitated.
Facts, Uncle J.E. And I feel like her and Sykes played scared. The both of them played scared. It was weird. I'm like, and y'all want to know the funniest thing about them playing scared? They both just literally played in 3-on-3. I'm not saying
I know for the Olympics, yeah.
I'm not saying it's the same, but it's like, why y'all playing scared, bro? But
no, it's bigger. This is on a grand scale. This is minor compared to being in the Olympics playing against other countries in front of thousands. They only had 850 people in there. Like you're in a bigger arena, like you're in front of thousands. Like that's on a bigger stage.
They won silver.
Nah, y'all missing the big picture. Now y'all mean to tell me that Nola Henry is Tim Donaghy on us? She point shaving. She keeping Stevens in the game and taking Angel Reese out. And she point shaving.
I didn't understand her rotations at all. But the crazy thing is, I always wonder. Y'all give. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all give coaches too much grace, and this is why I say this. And this is what I go back and forth with people about a lot. If you've been in those locker rooms and you've been in all those practices at those kind of levels, you already know what y'all are complaining about giving her grace for. We done did that 1,000 times already for the last 2 weeks. We done ran that play. We done ran that defensive set, and we know we not getting the shot out of it. Why are we running the play? Like, that's what I think when y'all see coaches on TV, y'all be like, give them a chance. And why you fire them after 1 year? Y'all looking at them because you've only seen them for 1 year. We've been watching this all summer, and it trickled into the season. And it's just enough. Like, it's just pile on and pile on. Like, them plays not working. She should have knew at practice. Angel Reese and Stevens are not pick and pop. Why am I running this play? You run read and react with Angel, and you run high screen and roll, not high screen, pop to the elbow. And then you got Copper. This is what she was doing. She got Chelsea Gray and Stevens in the high pick and roll on the elbow. She got Copper as the reliever, but you were playing 3-on-3. By the time you get the ball to Copper, she got 3 seconds to make a decision. That's how she got a shot clock violation one time. You can't run that play with 3 people on the court, Nola. You can't. You just can't. You can't run that play.
And I think, I don't know, you could tell me or not, but I think she played the 2-man game with Ka and Gray too much. I think it needs to be a big and a small, you know what I mean?
I think the offense, I said this when we was on Showtime channel, when we was doing it live. I said they should run the offense through Angel just because of the type of team it is. Copper is a great backdoor player. Chelsea Gray is a great catch and shoot player. She's better catch and shoot than she is coming off the dribble shooting. Yeah, Chelsea Gray will come down court and give you her little splash, but don't let that fool you. If you look at the numbers and you actually watch her play, she's a better catch and shoot player. That's how she gets a lot of her shots off of playing off of A'ja Wilson. Let her play off of Angel Reese when necessary, put the ball in her hands and let her create for others. But I think it should go through Angel Reese at the high post. Let Copper play backdoor or do flare screens to her sweet spot, whether it's on the nil, at the sharp corner, wherever. I think Copper loves to play in that sharp corner area. Let her go there and let Chelsea Gray just spot up wherever we call it eye point view. Wherever Angel Reese is looking, that's where Chelsea Gray spots up at, because you only got so long. That way you don't even got to run a set. We just run and read and react off of what our players do best. I'm confused at how these people get coaching jobs. Like, I'm confused. I was looking at this. I was like, what are we doing? Why does this got to be so hard? We should be up right now. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a struggle a little bit to watch.
What are we doing?
Because it was
like, and then Chelsea, she out there getting all fancy. Like, just bring the ball down court, man, and pass the ball.
Yeah, because they not. I get your passes. I get her pass, and I love them. Don't get me wrong, but they not there with you just yet. Like, they not there with you just yet. So you doing these passes and stuff, and I mean, Ka missed like 2. Yo, and it's a turnover. We got to go back to and they don't have it. They already tired. People was gassed. Angel was gassed. That's my dog, but she was gassed, man. She was gassed. So I felt like as soon as she saw certain things wasn't working, the coach should have called a timeout, man.
Yeah. And Woody Mac said true, though, but Angel was playing point forward as a poor woman's AT and ain't scoring a threat either. Again, if you listen to what I said, it isn't for Angel to score. It's to get Chelsea Gray and Copper in better situations instead of having to force shots, getting shot clock violations, turning it over, trying to make needle passes, trying to thread it, trying to pass people open. No, you run it through Angel Reese because she is a great passer out of the high post. And she can crash the glass better in that, because now you got out of position. When you start doing that pick and roll with Chelsea Gray and Copper, you put Angel Reese out of position, because guess what she can't do? She can't be within that 10-foot range because she got to keep the floor spread. So she'll probably be in the far corner away from the plate. You put her, you run the offense through her in the high post. Again, why I don't know why I got to explain this. Why are we making 3-on-3 so difficult? Give her the ball. You got 18 seconds. Give her the ball. It's 3-on-3. You got a whole court. You got 18 seconds. Give Angel Reese the ball. Chelsea Gray, spot up. Copper, go back door. When Copper goes back door and it isn't there, Chelsea, you pop up and get the ball. Why are we making this so hard?
And bro, they got to play that lineup of Ka, Lexi, and Angel. They got to play that lineup, bro. They got to give Lexi more time. She can shoot the ball.
She's the only shooter.
I agree, Uncle J.E. I said it the whole time.
They got to play that lineup, bro. They got to run that lineup. They got to at least try it. Because I think that's where big points could come from too.
Kyle was
Yeah, I
getting
mean,
cooked though. She was getting cooked like fish grease.
Who
Kyle
was getting cooked?
She was getting cooked bad. Kyle was getting
Who?
cooked bad by Ryan Hall.
Who was
Copper.
getting cooked?
Copper.
Oh,
was
Copper. Oh, yeah, yeah.
getting, yeah,
She was
by
getting
Ryan
cooked bad.
Howard, she was getting cooked. I was like, damn.
look, I tell people this. Y'all need to stop giving these. Look, man, that's why some people need to take their mic and throw it in the trash can and go do something else. Go cut grass. Stop giving everybody 3-and-D tags. Stop giving everybody two-way players. Every team don't got a 3-and-D, and it's okay if every team don't. We just want to give teams a 3-and-D player because they don't got one. Well, this person is their 3. Just say they don't got a 3-and-D player. Copper is not 3-and-D, and Copper is not a two-way player. I don't know what film y'all watch.
Yeah, I don't see Copper.
Copper walks back on defense.
Play no D, bro.
Copper walks back on defense a lot. She walks back on defense a lot. She gambles a lot. I'm talking during the regular season. She gambles a lot, and she in 1-2 dribbles and you pass her. She doesn't use her athleticism on defense as much as she should. To say how athletic she is, how she get downhill so quick. She got long arms. She got a great stature. She got a great weight on her. She's not like stocky, but she's not skinny either. She's not like Lexi Hall skinny either. So she got a great weight on her for a wing player. She just doesn't. That's all will and effort. She doesn't put a lot of effort into her defense as she does her offense. And I think that fools people. You'll see a player be so fast on offense, you think that's how they play on defense till you watch the tape. She gives up a lot of points on the other end. So I don't know what people be watching.
Nah, she definitely does. She play more like a 2. She play like a 2 more than a 3.
Yeah.
She don't really be defending like that. If you watched her feet tonight, she wasn't moving her feet. Ryan Howard was cooking her. She wasn't moving her feet and sliding at all. The player by her and she got to get back. She wasn't moving her feet. She wasn't really defending like that. She wasn't defending like that. That again, look, I ain't saying Lexi Hull is defensive player of the year, but I'm telling you, she does give. Effort can go a long way sometimes.
In fact, let me get to the super chat though. Hold on. Let me get to the super chat. Hold on. Let me get to the super chat.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Reddit, man. Yeah, I had to get him out of here. I seen him. See, what I do is I time them out first. If they come back with the same foolishness, then I get rid of them. I like to give people a chance. I like them to be like, oh, he don't be playing. And they still come back up with it. Yeah, I don't be playing. Well, shout out to you, Reddit, for the $4.99 super chat. Hey, y'all cutting up tonight, man. I'm almost at $50. Y'all cutting up tonight.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room? We got to say something about it.
What's
Skylar Diggins versus Jewel Lloyd.
Hey. I don't know what happened in that locker room.
TV, bro. I loved it.
I said that. I was like, that was perfect for the first game. That's gonna pull everybody in.
Hey, I don't know what happened in that locker room, but it's still going on. I don't know what happened, but it's still going on. That's why I'm telling people. Jewel Lloyd's problem isn't just with the players, it's with the organization, because she the reason the investigation happened, because she felt and her agent felt like the team didn't rally behind her. It isn't the players, it's the team as well. It's the organization. So why would I go to a team, my hometown team, and tell them I don't like the organization, but give them your pick and gut the roster, and we could start from scratch like they starting from scratch too? Like, that don't make sense when I could just come the next year. If the Seattle don't want her to come back, they'll just trade her for peanuts to some team. She go there for 1 year and be a free agent and come home. Unless we got Chicago Sky winning the championship in 2026, there's no reason to trade for Jewel Lloyd. Like, let's be real.
Thank you.
I'm confused at what y'all see. I'm confused at what y'all want to do. Like, I swear. Some people talk basketball, but I think they just got a microphone. We want players. We want to do this. Key, what is the organization? What is the direction of the Chicago Sky right now?
What you mean? Be more like
what is the direction of the Chicago Sky right now? What you think it is? When somebody says that, what do you think? If I just say that, what do you think?
Okay. I think if you just say that question alone with no context, I'm gonna say they're rebuilding.
Okay. What does that look like for you?
Okay, for me, this is my opinion. We could all disagree.
I'm listening.
Me, the Chicago Sky has a trajectory. That's my outlook, y'all. So for me, Las Vegas Aces, when they won the championship finally, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea, and Asia have been playing together for years by the time they finally won it. So to me, to build a championship culture, that takes time. So you go with the trajectory of your team. Angel, Camilla in year 2, their age also has to do with it. Their play has to do with it as well. So you build with the trajectory of that. So to me personally, I'm not sold on Jewel Lloyd because, if you want to try it out later, like you said, in 2026, okay. But I'm not saying to give away your draft picks, either one of them. I'm not with giving away the 10th draft pick for Jewel Lloyd. I'm just not. That's how I feel. I feel like the trajectory of the team is to build a championship team and build a championship culture. I do not believe we need to win a championship next year or even the year after that. I think you just keep stacking wins. That's what you keep doing, building a culture, stacking wins. They got to learn how to win together. You could, and mind you, y'all, they could win next year and then can't sustain that because they didn't build that that you need. That's just my personal opinion, though. Maybe
I get it. Okay, J.E., I got the same question for you, but let me say this: the reason this is, I'm about to bring y'all back to reality. Y'all know on my channel, I'll bring y'all back to reality. The reason we don't need to rush this process is because guess what? In 2027, Angelreese will only be 25 years old.
That's trajectory.
What are we rushing? What are we rushing?
I don't get it.
I don't get what are we rushing?
And one more thing too, Prince, and also fixing the two guard does not fix the issues of the team because we have arguably, had she started all games, the best 2 guard in the league, and we still was going. I get that we had injuries, y'all, and I do get that we would have made.
I've been saying that.
But even if we would have made the playoffs, we was barely getting there because we had no bench, y'all. We need to figure out our 3. We need to figure out our point. The 2 guard is not the end all be all for us, whoever is there. I think Jewel Lloyd would be great, but she's not fixing our issues. She's not fixing the issues that we have. And that's all I got to say. And ain't nobody rushing to come to us in free agency like that, especially the older players.
I like that. Save that. We after Uncle J get his take, we going back to that because I got a lot to say about that. Uncle J, what do you think the direction of Chicago Sky is right now?
Bro, they got a saying, right division, make it plain that others that see it may run after it. I don't know what direction Chicago is trying to go in. It's confusing, you know what I mean? We're getting rid of our core. We should try to build camaraderie between the players, at least, let them grow together. We got one of the top 5 guards in the game, and we're ready to let her go, just walk away. It's not making sense. I think it's the front office really that is causing a lot of this confusion. I don't think it's the players per se, because the players don't even know who they're going to play with. You know what I mean? So I can't say I know the direction Chicago is trying to go in. And that's just my honest answer.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a point guard. So I can't give a perspective from a center, a small forward, a shoot guard, power forward. All my perspective always come from a point guard. That's why when people tell me, that's why I get so heated when people tell a point guard how a point guard should view a team. If I'm going to the Chicago Sky and I'm a point guard that likes to pass, I don't want to go to the Chicago Sky because of how their team is built. I'm not going to be my best self. I want y'all to Angel Reese. Look here. I'm about to break y'all heart. Angel Reese and Camilla will never play good with a great point guard. They need an off-ball point guard. The reason is their play style is too much read and react. Jason Kidd can't play in a read and react offense. Steve Nash can't play in a read and react offense. I don't even think y'all, some people be wanting players and those, okay, Olivia Miles, 7 assists would be 3 in a read and react offense. I don't think y'all be getting how systems work.
Bro, I did my homework on
I be confused at what people be
Shania
saying.
Sellers, bro. Shania Sellers is nice. She will fit in with Chicago Sky, bro. She's a bucket.
and people fall in love with this 3-point shot. Man, can you make a shot or not? I don't care if it's from 3 or 2. Can you make a shot? Because at the end of the game, the person who got the most points win, not the person who hit the most 3-pointers.
Bro, she got some games where her field goal percentage was 70%, 80%. What? I want her on my team, man. Her total percentage is 50% from the field this year.
Hey, when it gets to a conversation where Olivia Miles is a good shooter, I gotta exit. When that conversation starts, I gotta exit. Because when did that become a thing?
Hey, Prince, I'm available now. You know, boss man left. You know, so I had to wait till he dipped.
You good.
But if I can answer your question about where we at with the Sky situation.
Yeah, where we at?
I think we had a double-edged sword. And the reason why I say we had a double-edged sword, because I understand the rebuilding part and build it slowly. But you also talk about Angel Reese, who is a superstar. So you know they're going to be teams behind the scenes that are going to try to recruit her and try to play in their organization when her contract comes up. And so if she's feeling like the rebuilding stage taking too long, what does that do to her mindset where she feel like, hey, I lose faith in the Chicago Sky organization? So that's why I say it's a double-edged sword. Because like I said, today's WNBA and NBA is different than the WNBA and NBA back then. There's no more loyalty anymore. People going to start making their own decisions based on their branding, based on, you know what I'm saying, their own happiness and mental health. It's no longer like trying to fight through the grind just to see the other side. So that's why I say it's a double-edged sword. So I understand them doing it the right way. But you got to understand, what does management say? Because she is the key to everything, including their financial bottom line. So they really have to value how she feels.
But Duvall, don't leave out Camilla.
But Camilla ain't on Angel's level, and that's no disrespect. She don't make the money like Angel makes.
But Camilla in the right system, bro. Camilla in the right system is a championship team. What are you talking about?
Bro, this is not just about your production on the court. It's about what you bring to the table financially too.
Bro, we play basketball to win.
Hey,
I'm Uncle J.E. Duvall. I'm Uncle J.E. We playing basketball or we making money? Which one we doing?
But you know,
we playing basketball or we making money?
Let me tell you something. You know this out of anybody, Prince. You know, ownership first part is to make a profit.
I'm a businessman.
I get that.
I'm in business.
That. And so they're gonna want to value how she feels and what she want to go about that rebuilding situation, because they know if she goes, the money goes with her.
Bro,
so there's no shame about the production on the court. It's more so about if she leaves, the money going with her. So they're gonna want to know, hey, how she want to go about this situation. That's the key.
Hold on, Duvall. You're saying, hold on, Uncle J.E. You're saying, because I want to make sure I'm hearing you right. You're saying Chicago Sky is choosing the money Angel Reese makes on the court over the winning she can do, of why they would keep her or not?
No, what I'm saying is they're going to value how she want to go about building this thing, because like I said, at the end of the day, they don't want her to leave. She the key to all this. And it's not
I get that, but your reasoning for why they want her to stay is more about the money she makes off the court, which she can make anywhere, versus what she can do on the court.
It's both. It's the money. It's her tenacity to win, but it's also her ability to bring dollars to the organization. So what I'm trying to say, this is what I'm trying to say. And I hope I can make this clear.
I'm not disagreeing, agree. I'm trying to really figure out what you're trying to say.
Then what I'm trying to like two different points,
I'm trying to combine them together.
I'm finna get there. What I'm trying to say is this, because I apologize if I'm missing everything up. What I'm trying to say is,
you good.
Angel is an ultra competitive person.
All right.
She's not gonna want to just do no slow rebuild, in my opinion.
I agree.
She might say, "Hey, let's go for it." Because she did, like, even if you listen to the press conference yesterday with Angel Reese, when she was talking about all the amenities that the Unrivaled was offering, the first thing she was doing was she said herself, she was testing ownership. Hey, we need this, go get this, and ownership like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna get this for you. I'm gonna get that for you. That's what she said in her press conference. Angel's not a slow rebuild person, in my opinion. Do the losing or do the lack of winning at the pace that she feel like she should be at takes a toll on her where she feel like she need to go elsewhere. And where the money come in at is, like I said, other teams know she's a walking dollar sign. In addition to being a great player.
Right.
You gonna know, and you know, especially with this Unrivaled, all these players get to recruit and get to tamper without the WNBA finding them forward. They can find the organization, they cannot find the players. And so the more she playing this Unrivaled, the more these players who are having these winning organizations, whatever they put stuff in her ear, say, hey, come over here with us. Chicago they ain't doing it on your timeline. All that stuff got to go into it. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I got two requests. Yes, hold on, Uncle J.E. I got two requests. We got almost 100 people in here, man. We got almost 100 people in here. Hit the like button. I got 54 likes. What are we doing? Hit the like button. Then I know all of y'all ain't subscribers because I'll be looking at my statistics and only 30% of the people who watch my channel are subscribers. So hit the subscribe button, man. If all y'all hit the subscribe button, I have about 10,000 subscribers already. Stop getting free content without supporting. Hit the subscribe button, man.
I'm gonna keep it succinct. I'm gonna keep it very succinct, man. Yo, Camilla lost 3 games in 3 years. Camilla is a winner. She just was undefeated the last NCAA championship. Camilla is very important to the team. If Camilla leaves, it will set Sky back at least 5-10 years, bro. You can't leave Camilla out. She can go to a team right now, and it will be a championship team, bro. 6'5", we're talking about. Oh, 6'6", 6'7", whatever. 6'7", yeah, 6'7". Come on, man. Come on,
I'm not
6'7". You can't teach that.
What's up, Keisha?
And let me say this, Keisha, real quick before you go.
Go ahead.
I never said Camilla wasn't important to the team building stage. Never said that. Right. But she ain't more important than Angel Reese. On the court, off the court.
Bro, her contract run out the same time as Angel Reese. She was picked number 3.
And I'm gonna tell you like this here, and this is the hard reality on JE. If the Chicago Sky go see who they want to really value opinion, either her or Camilla, they gonna say Angel Reese all day, every day, and it's not even close. And there's no shade. There's no shade with Camilla. There's no shade to her. But Angel Reese is the franchise. Angel Reese is the franchise player. Angel Reese is the money. Angel Reese is management. They're going to value what she wants. They're going to value what she wants to do. And everything else going to fall by the wayside. They're going to make sure she's happy more than they make sure anybody else happy. That's just the truth.
Listen, I agree. I'm going to let someone else go, but I agree with you.
You got J.E.
But it's about winning. Yeah, the money is fine. But if you're losing.
Money for Angel, it's about winning too.
Man, Camilla is important. I think Camilla's going to leave before Angel. Because I think Camilla is tired of losing and the rebuilding and the confusion. I think because she used to having a system, something that's set. Someone's telling her what to do. Go here, stand there, act like this. She needs that in her life. She needs direction. She doesn't like things to be scrambled up or she doesn't know what she's going to do the next day or the other. So I think Camilla will leave before Angel.
J.E., you just made my point. You just made my point, J.E. Just what you said. You just made my point.
What I'm about to say.
You just made my point.
Camilla needs a point guard more than Angel.
Of course, but this what I'm trying to add to what Jay's saying. You just made my point. She don't want to do no rebuilding either. So
No.
they're gonna need to speed up that timeline. That's why I say this is a double-edged sword here. Because the right thing to do is build it the right way, like the Aces did. But at the
Exactly.
same time, when you got Angel and Camilla, who's used to winning championships, who's used to being on undefeated team, and who's seeing other teams already at a faster pace than they are, what happened? They want to speed up that timeline. That's what we don't know. And that's the question that we're gonna have to find out one way or another. That's all I'm saying.
Let
See,
me
I
let
can't.
me
Oh, go ahead, Lakeisha. Go ahead.
let me go for a minute and just because my voice is probably about to go to the left, but let me just say this. I get where Duval is coming from only from this standpoint. Yes, Zoe, you are correct. Key is correct. The best way to do is to build through the draft, develop your players, and bring everybody along. That, of course, that's the best way to do it. The problem is
Right.
you are dealing with an organization that nobody trusts. So when they say they doing one thing, they talking another out here in these streets. So if you are a star like Angel Reese and even Camilla, because I consider her a star, because
She is. Yeah.
she is a good player.
Facts.
When you
Facts.
when you have all this foolishness going on, and you don't have a concrete plan, that's the problem with the Sky. They don't have a plan. They all over the place. You can't expect, well, at least I'm gonna say this newer generation, not our generation, because you know we stayed and kept building and did what the organization told us to do. These kids are not like us, though. They're not gonna sit around and let you tank their personal brands into the gutter because the Chicago Sky don't know what they want to do with themselves. Now, if they get a plan together and stop all this foolishness they doing with Kennedy Carter, with all this stuff, who they signing, who they not signing, yes, a person could be a part of a rebuild. But no, the organization has put themselves inside a corner. So if they go, okay, we figured out Angel Reese and Camilla just played their first rookie season. They got 3 years left on that contract, correct? If they go through 2 years of more foolishness, they're not staying, man. They're not staying for your rebuild. So you're kind of like Duval is saying, you in a double-edged sword because you can rebuild and it still look bad and might be the right thing to do, and then get at the end of your rebuild and the team looks worse and worse. I don't know the right answer to it. In a perfect world, you would build like you're saying, Zoe. But this
Yeah.
Chicago Sky organization, and I'm just a new Chicago Sky fan because I'm an Angel Reese fan. I didn't even know all this stuff was. I didn't know anything about the Sky. But from the outside looking in, man, if they don't show me something like by the third year, man, I'm already talking to my agent, man.
Well, that's
I'm just
why
keeping it real.
they're gonna be held accountable because Angel's big time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was my exact point is, Lakeisha. Like I said, you can't play on Angel top. Like I said, it's no disrespect to nobody else, but it's her timeline that's important.
And then
Because not only
here's another thing before you go, and I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
let y'all
go. You
go.
got
If Angel Reese and Camilla, and I get what you're saying about the picks. If Angel Reese and Camilla say they need a point guard, or they like Olivia Miles, or they like Sonia Citron, or whoever they think gonna fit, the management is gonna listen to them, Zoe.
And look, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with. Look, you're supposed to. I'm fine with that. I don't look,
Right.
but that tell again. When a player says that, that means, let's say they say we want Olivia Miles. Angel Reese is basically saying, I'm going into next season shooting the basketball. Because that's the only way she works with Olivia Miles is if Angel Reese is shooting. I keep telling people this. Notre Dame system looks good for Olivia Miles because King is the key piece to how Olivia Miles plays, not Citron and not Hannah Hidalgo. It's King. King, when
I
Olivia
get it.
plays, notice when Olivia plays well, King plays well. King
I get
is the piece that nobody really pays attention to.
I get
That's
it, but
how
Tyler
Olivia
Marsh
Miles is
ain't
able
at
to
them
play the pick and
games.
roll.
Tyler Marsh ain't at them games 3 and 4 times for nothing.
King is the piece. So if Angel Reese says, I want Olivia Miles, that means she understands she needs to start shooting. If they want Citron, she's basically saying we need perimeter defense and we need shooting.
Yeah, either one. Yeah. I agree with that.
So that's why I say they both give you a different element. That's why when I'm telling people Citron over Olivia Miles, I'm not saying Olivia Miles isn't. If Olivia Miles is there, I'm gonna be mad. No, I'm just saying the way I want Chicago Sky offense and defense to look, Citron would be a better piece just because of what she can cover up versus what she can actually do. When you're building a team, it's not always about what a person can do sometimes. It's about what other blemishes can they cover up where I don't have to extend my budget or my resources to get an additional piece. Citron can cover up for 2 to 3 people at any given time.
Maybe it's just my naivety.
But guess what, Zoe?
Let me say something real quick to Duvall.
I agree with you on this. Right, hold on 1 second. I agree with they probably don't need a point guard at the level of Olivia anyway. That's why me and Uncle J.E. we was like, okay, Sellers might work, but
facts.
But that's just the way I'm looking at it. I don't think they need like a Chelsea Gray for what they trying to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's when we think point guard, we get a lot of PTSD because nobody could get Camilla and Angel the ball, and we need Magic Johnson.
Right. I'm not saying that. That's not me. That's not
and
me.
Duvall, and one thing, I'll land here and this will be my last point about it. Duvall, it don't matter how much money you're making, bad basketball, people are not paying for it and they're not watching it. So the money will dry up eventually. So they got to start winning.
I'm not disagreeing with you, J.E., but what I'm saying is this. They're going to accommodate Angel Reese because if she leaves, the money goes with her. That's all I'm saying.
Amen.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. That's why I said we don't know what timeline they're going to go to because the timeline going to need to be how does Angel feel about
I get what you're
direction
saying,
they're going.
And I think
that's the main point. That's what I'm getting at because, like I said, no shade to Camilla. Camilla's a great addition to the team, but teams gonna be trying to recruit Angel Reese behind the scenes. Either way you look at it, because not only her upside is a top 5 player, if not a top 3 player, but the money she makes for the organization, teams gonna want that in spades. And so her timeline gonna be what the direction the team need to go overall. Because she's the key to what Chicago Sky is, not only from a basketball standpoint, but from a financial standpoint. And you got to add those two together.
I get it. What you got, Chris, man? Let me get your take, man. What's up? What's going on, Chris? You ain't been up here in a minute. Where you been at, man?
Hey, what's going on, people? How y'all doing?
Your family paid that bill, huh? Your family paid that bill, huh, man? You got to put that money in the mattress, man, so they can get you out the next day. You got to put that money in the mattress. But what's going on, man?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Camilla and Angel. I definitely agree with Duvall that the money aspect is a huge deal. I've heard NBA players talk about that they lost out on playing time just because somebody was a bigger brand name than them. And, if people are buying tickets to see you, that makes a big difference. At the end of the day, it's a business. I do think Angel Reese and Camilla are about the same level players now at this very moment. I think in 5 years, Angel will be a much better player because I think she got a better work ethic. And I think she's been working on her game. I think it's been proven. Camilla's been doing great overseas. And she focuses her social media more on her brand as a person and talking to her fans more than showing tapes of her game like Angel does. But Angel has an elite work ethic. I mean, we're talking, the top level players, of all time. And that will be proven over time. I think I'm not sure how this whole Unrivaled thing is going to play out for her and some of these other players. I'm interested to see how many injuries are going to be taking place over the season. I hope not many. But I do think that they're having trainers and getting extra work in that they wouldn't get otherwise. So that's good. And I think that's helping Angel. I was talking to somebody else in the chat. I think if this really excels some of these people's games, Caitlin and Asia Wilson, they might be wanting to come if they think that these people are making significant, impacts on their game. So that's kind of what I got.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I do want. They just need a core that's together, like the Aces. You got your core, and you can just mix pieces around them. The Liberty, you got your core, and you can match pieces around them according to what your play style is and what the team needs any given year. One year you might need shooter, you go get some shooters. One year you might need some 3-and-D wing defenders, you go get defenders. Like Chicago, great teams, they got their core, and you can interchange great role players around them according to the needs. Chicago needs to establish a core, because you can build your team out as much as you want to, but if you don't have a core, then you just got a bunch of players. And that's what Chicago had last year, a bunch of players. They didn't have a core and built it around them. Now you got 4 to 5 redundant players on the team. We had 4 guards, and they all did the same thing.
Lindsey Allen was a decent point guard, but they need somebody who could get it into the bigs, because they're a big focused team. They were turning the ball over too much, just throwing it inside. Back in the 80s, that's what they focused on, is just getting a point guard like Kenny Smith who could just throw it into the bigs. Get it into Camilla.
Yeah. That's why I say you don't need and Kenny Smith wasn't no top point guard. No, he just knew how to get it to the bigs. That's why I say I think people look at what kind of point guard Chicago needs all wrong. Like, they just need somebody who knows how to just pass it to the big. Like, you don't need Magic Johnson to do that.
But Prince, you said the Aces, right? How they build their core, but the Aces also a first-class organization. You see what I'm saying? They have a great reputation when it comes to how they treat their players and how they're being looked at as an organization overall. Chicago Sky is looked at like the '90s Clippers. You see what I'm saying? They looked at like I'm just being honest. They looked at like an organization that's dysfunctional.
I wouldn't say that, because they just won a championship. What, 4 years ago?
And people left. And people left in spades. And people
look how
left
much
in
talent
spades.
walked out the door.
I get it. But there's some championship pedigree in the organization. It ain't like they ain't never been winners. It's more of they just got a bad relationship than anything.
They even let Deladon go, and she probably one of the greatest players of all time.
What you got, Key? You were trying to say something. What you got, Key?
I was just they won. I'm like, they won one time. They won a championship one time, but they couldn't sustain that though. That's my point. Like, the Aces won back to back and could have won the third if the De'Erica Hamby bullshit ain't happened, because they lost their picks and have lost it for years. But the Aces almost three-peated because you built a core that knows how to sustain winning. I guarantee you they could win 1 year. Chicago Sky could, let's say with Magic, they could win next year, but they would not be able to sustain that. You can't sustain that if you don't build something really. But I think Keisha touched on the most major point when she said they don't have a plan. I think if they have a plan and explain that to Camilla and Angel, who are used to winning, I understand, in college and high school, all of that. If they help them understand why losing right now is okay, because we're going to get to winning with the core we're going to build, and they just stack wins, they get in the playoffs next season. They make it to the second playoffs. They make it to the championship and contend. They get over the hill and they finally win. Now, if they continue to miss the playoffs or something, like, then I completely understand that, like, it's bull. But you got to stack wins. That's all you got to do, is get better each year. Also, what that does for the organization, if they do that, is they show the vets who don't want to come to Chicago that, okay, they're building something. They're loyal to their players. They keeping that same core. They're this, they're that. And then people will want to come, especially with the facility about to be built. And then you build something you could sustain and win a few championships over, your career. And that's all I'm saying. That's how I feel. But they gotta, I think, Keisha, that was perfect. They gotta show them a plan and not let, I hate to say it, I love Angel I mean, I love her more than any player in the league, y'all. She's my favorite player. But you're not bigger than the program. You can't let her run the trajectory of what could be and help her understand. Do you want 1 championship or do you want 5? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But I also understand where y'all coming from, that she may be forcing the issue. And I do understand that she might leave. So that's the toss-up that you have. It is a double-edged sword.
All right, so Universe, what do you think about Kalia, Copper, and Candace Parker? They left because the Sky didn't have the great facilities that the Aces had. Like, don't you think that makes a difference too?
Yeah, but they about to get a facility, right?
They are, but they didn't. They didn't have it before, and that matters. Like in the past, I know we're talking about the future, kind of, which that's. Yeah. But that's a reason that the Sky kind of broke up.
No, I hear you. I understand completely, but they're about to have one, so I mean.
Hey, Key, I agree with you. A lot of things you're saying, but there's a couple of things you're missing on the situation.
Yeah.
It's already strike one with Angel Reese because she don't even trust Jeff P. That's strike one right there. She already, when they fired their coach, and she ain't talked to him till they hired a coach that wanted to coach her. So it's already strike one. So they're already on bad footing. And respectfully, Key, her brand is bigger than the Chicago Sky brand as of this moment. And this is
that's facts.
No disrespect. She is the second most popular person in the WNBA. She is the third most popular woman in women's sports.
I agree.
Her brand is just as big, if not bigger than the WNBA. And this is no shade to nobody else. But her and Caitlin Clark, their popularity is on a different level than everybody else. So when the Chicago Sky don't win, the blame goes on her. She got just as many haters that she have lovers. There are people that love her, there are people that hate her. So when they don't do well, the scrutiny, fair or unfairly, goes to her. It don't go to nobody else. So yes, her timeline matters because she know all the BS, all the hatred, all the criticisms, the madness that comes with losing goes on her. It don't go on nobody else. Nobody else don't have to carry that weight. So that matters. So that's why I say she got to have a say in what timeline they want to go in this situation. Because she got to carry all that weight when things don't go well. Nobody else don't have to carry that burden. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I hear what you're saying. I can't disagree.
I completely agree, Duval, because
I was not saying Angel Reese, like that's my favorite player.
Hey, don't be backtracking for him. Stand on your square. Don't be backtracking for no Duval.
I'm just gonna say go ahead.
I think when I said she's not bigger than the program, I think it came off like her brand ain't big. Like I'm not. She is otherworldly. Angel Reese is bigger than basketball. She created something that's bigger than basketball. So I completely understand that. But I'm talking about
team concept. I got you.
The game, like basketball, just that.
No.
You're not.
I got you 100%.
Caitlin and Angel winning a championship is the difference between them and having a net worth of $250 million and $1 billion. They both need to win a championship. They are both invested in their life in doing that. And the program needs to get with them.
And one thing I can say, let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna jump out the way. The difference between somebody like a Caitlin Clark, because her fans not saying Angel fans not loyal, but her fans are so delusional. I mean, Caitlin Clark fans, that if she come up short, they would never blame her. She's the LeBron James of the WNBA. They would never blame her for her shortcomings. They would blame the coach. They would blame her teammate. They would blame Lexi Hall. They would blame the water boy. They would not blame her. That's not the case with Angel. Angel got enough haters from the FIBA fans among Caitlin Clark supporters and white wing conservatives and everybody else, that if she come up short, the blame gonna always hit her doorstep. That's not the case with Caitlin Clark. She would never get the blame. They would always blame somebody else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, Duval. Yeah, that crown on Angel's head is a little more heavier.
Facts.
That's unfortunate, man, but that's the reality of the situation. That's why they nitpick every single thing that she does. Because they got that weight on her shoulders that she shouldn't have had. That's why when Zoe had his line the other day about Angel development, that's why her development getting more sped up than it should be, because of that weight that putting on her shoulder by people that have a personal hatred with themselves, so they take that hatred out on her. So I understand. That's why I say her timeline is the most important when it comes to the team concept, because nobody else got to deal with the backlash or the blowback when things don't go well like she does, and that's unfair. But that's just the reality. That's the shoes that she stepped in. She got to wear those shoes.
I
She
mean,
just
life
got to.
ain't fair, and she got a lot going for her, so she got to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
But she can.
Hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Look, I'm only like 90 away from 1,000, man. Hit that subscribe button, man, and get going. Hit the subscribe button. Hey, like the video. I got 112 people in here, man. Like the video. What are y'all doing? I ain't even got 100 likes yet. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we doing?
And you right, sir. She's got a lot going for herself, and trust me, she knows that. But basketball is still a team sport, and no matter how great she be, she's expected to win, and she needs a team to win. So
yes,
she needs a partner. She's going to be looking at it like a business. I need to partner with an organization that's going to get me there. If Chicago Sky don't get their stuff together, I got to go where I got to go. People talked about KD going, but he stood in the process. How long he was in OKC? He stood there year after year after year. And y'all was dunking on his head talking about he ain't got no championship.
But people dogged him after he won in Golden State. Larry Bird, Magic
it's
Johnson.
Like, what do you want?
You're not going to please fans. So
they played for the same franchises their entire careers. I think Angel and Caitlin are going to play for their same franchises their entire careers. And I think they're both going to win. And I think they look at people like KD, like you were just talking about, and they're like, look, he got dogged when he led to another franchise, even though he went to another championship because he's skipping bases. Same with LeBron. I think Angel and Caitlin are both smart enough to realize we don't want to be that. We want to be like
Chris, I'm not gonna lie, I disagree. Maybe Caitlin will stay, but I firmly believe she will leave. She will leave. I think so, Chris. I hate to say it, but also, Caitlin
ain't gonna stay either.
She might.
She's in Indiana. It's her home. I can see her.
And let me just. The organization is also bought into Caitlin. They've bought into Caitlin. Yeah. Right, they've conformed to her and what she brings, so that's easier for you to want to stay there. But Jeff in the Chicago Sky organization, they playing with Angel, like they playing with her and her potential. Right. They have not bought into her, so I absolutely could see Angel leaving. I'm not even gonna say she won't. That's not what I've been saying, by the way. I think she would leave.
Hey guys, this new generation, I believe what I see.
Is when you lay your head on that pillow at night. I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Amy Sue for the $5 super chat. They was doing, man. I don't know what they got going on, man. Ain't nobody come to see Otis. I don't know what they got going on over there, man.
All I ask.
Yeah, I had to give you another one.
They was booing, though.
Yeah, when she got them fouls, the crowd was booing because they came to see her.
They booed loud.
Especially when they took out that last time they took out, they was booing.
They was.
You thought it was a home game. You thought it was a Sky home game. They booed loud.
I was too busy calling the game. I didn't even hear that.
I did hear that. That was one of the things I liked. You could hear the crowd. Cheering and booing and everything. You could hear them.
So where do you guys think Angel's going to go if she's going to leave the Sky? Because they're planning on building that new practice facility. Where do you guys think she'll go?
I don't think she's going nowhere. I'm a trusting Jeff. I look, we got enough rumors going on in Chicago. We don't need another one.
I like Atlanta. Yeah, I do.
We got enough rumors going on, man. We don't need another one.
I'm gonna put it like this here. Let me just say this real quick. I'll get out the way. Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. She got a standing ovation in New York City.
Yeah.
A standing ovation. Natasha, who is like she got a TV show called On Her Turf, which is like from NBC. Her and another woman, I forgot the other woman's name. But she said when Angel went outside, they mobbed her like she was the Beatles.
Okay.
New York City is trying to recruit her as we speak.
All right.
New York City is trying to recruit her as we speak. I'm telling you that. That's why. That's why if you notice, before that standing ovation in Game 5, all you kept hearing about is Jeff wanted to get a coach that was gonna build around Camilla, and then all of a sudden that happened. Tyler Marsh get hired, and then we see how Tyler Marsh wanted to build around Angel and how he was a big fan of Angel. You see how that turned around real quick. Because they see
that's
that
cool
too.
with me. I go where Angel go. I got some New York hats that I need to start wearing. I ain't mad.
I go where Angel go.
I'm going.
You know my bad's already paid.
I go where Angel go too.
I got a New York.
Hey, we'd love to have you.
What's going on with it, Matt? What's going on, man? Hey,
you see it? You see it? Always a scaffold up somewhere. Always up a scaffold somewhere in New York. It's always a motherfucking scaffold. Pardon my language. Always the damn scaffold. We would love to have y'all. But understand here when it comes to New York, when we ride, yeah, we might be delusional, but when we ride, you riding for real. Oh, we gonna come see you. We gonna come see you. Ain't no half stepping.
I'm in New York too. I already know.
We're good with it, Mac. What you got, man? What you got?
When I hear some of that, I understand sometimes it's some of the takes are fan takes, and be having me scratching my head like, I mean, I love Jonquel Jones and Ionescu a lot, but I mean, if it's cap, I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed. I ain't gonna cap too hard. I mean, but Jonquel technically is the most versatile, most skilled big in the game. I'm just saying. I mean, how many 6'6" women handle the ball like a guard? I'm just saying.
That's Unrivaled.
She good. She real good now. Don't get me wrong.
That's facts.
If she was Jonquel in Unrivaled, if she was to be unleashed and let play in Unrivaled, you would want to see something really interesting. She would damn near dominate. Because if she was more aggressive like she could be with the ball handling skills she got, her going downhill with no help defense, I would love to see her come play. She's getting up there now. She's getting up there in age. But then, you know what I mean? Get still pat that ball like James Harden. Man, and give you a little bop, a little tween in the cross.
Did you say Jonquel got the best handle for the big man, for a big man in the game? You cap.
A big woman, ain't no big woman 6'6" that handle the ball like
you
that.
straight capping.
Who?
You.
Name it.
Jonquel Jones got the best handle for a big in the W?
Are you talking about just her height? W.
Yes.
Are you talking about her height, like anybody 6'6"? Or are you talking about anybody 6 feet or higher? Like,
Angel Wilson got better handle than her.
Stewie got better handle too.
No.
What?
She got a good ball handle.
Asia Wilson.
Jonquel has guard skills. Angie's good. Asia's good. Jonquel got guard skills. Jonquel look more like James Harden.
You're in a different part of New York than I am. That area where you at. You're in a different part of New York than I am. That area where you breathing, bro.
He in a different borough.
What part? Okay, because I see what y'all referring to as it comes to Asia. Asia is a good ball handler. Good enough to put the ball. She can move like a wing with the rock. I give Jonquel the ball. She'll get down, start putting it between her legs, hit you with a quick step and cross, almost Enrique-like, and then give you a quick step back or something like that. You're not getting that much creation off the ball, around the perimeter from Asia. Asia is going downhill with it. She'll put it on the ball, put it on the ground, and getting downhill. Good enough to get by anybody. She's amazing. Nafisa type, Kalia type handle, Stewie type handle, Asia Wilson type handle. All of them can go in that same boat. Same type of ball handling skills. You're not taking it that easy from them if you're not a great defender. But then if I want to get somebody to rock and I can say, hey, she can run the point, Jonquel. How I got on this, again, what I'm saying, hey, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Anyway.
Man, I got a bone to pick with you, brother.
What's that?
I got a bone to pick with you real quick. First of all, Asia can get that ball on top of the key, just like Prince said. One thing about it, she is a better scoring threat than Alyssa Thomas, and she's a capable passer. She might not be the passer of Alyssa Thomas, but she's a capable passer. So you can run the offense through her based on her skill set.
That was the point that I was making. And I heard Prince when he said it, and in my internet, I was in the spot area. I heard what he said, and I understand I know I understand completely the concept that Prince is going with. And if you put her in, if you running that, if you basically having her bringing the ball up and then trying to get to her spot in the post, I'm gonna pressure her. But if you're passing the ball to her and then you're having her run the offense, I get the concept because now she's a scoring threat. Now once she gets around that, she gets in the painted area. She's a scoring threat. But if what I thought y'all was referring to, let her walk the ball up like a guard, like she's Scottie Pippen. Walk the ball up. She don't dribble the ball good enough for that. I'm pressuring her up the court. You know what I mean? And she's not a threat. She's not a scoring threat like that. AT, same thing. I'm not guarding you at the three-point line because you're not going to shoot. You're not even looking to shoot. AT for one, because she can't shoot, and Angel more so, she's thinking like a point guard. She's looking to get somebody set up. She's not looking to score until she gets close to that rack because she has the ability to get into her bag. If you're walking the ball up the court as Andrew, I'm not guarding you like that. I'm playing you like Russell Westbrook. If y'all understand what I'm saying, I'm playing you like Westbrook when he was on the Clippers. I'm telling my man, put your feet on the free throw line, help any cutters coming across the lane. You know what I mean? Help, a little help. Until you see them take a step inside the three-point line, don't be up on it. Don't pressure. But if you're walking the ball up, I'm pressing you because you might get that rock up.
Hey, that's why I was like, what I was saying was you have Angel Reese. You let Chelsea bring the ball up, and as a point guard, I get the ball up court. I get it to Angel Reese at the high post, and then I flare out just so I could get the floor spread. Then I can run my set because Angel is the least of the two offensive threats. You need to get the offensive threat. It's 3-on-3, not 5-on-5. So Nolan needs to get the offensive threats off the ball so they can move around the perimeter better because Angel Reese can get them the ball because they're the quicker, more efficient offensive threat.
And I like that. I like that too, especially from Kai.
Yeah, she can crash the glass better.
I think Brittany can do it.
Huh?
You can run something for get Lexi open, but I don't know. The only thing that I wonder about, because I haven't seen it because it's out the norm and pardon the truck going by, but having Chelsea Gray off ball, being an off ball player, like I haven't really seen it, so I don't know how good it could be. Kai, I can see it. I can see it utilizing it. Brittany Sykes, definitely I can see it because they're good at also going to the basket as well as creating off the dribble. Lexi, she's well-rounded. She's a well-rounded good player. She can finish well. So I can see it. I don't know about the Chelsea Gray aspect of having her off ball. I haven't seen it. Maybe somebody has.
Chelsea Gray plays off ball with the Aces a lot. Like, yeah, she's point guy by name, but if you watch the way the Aces play some games, especially against the Liberty, if you watch how they played against the Liberty, Jackie Young was handling the rock. Chelsea Gray was playing off ball a lot of that whole series. A lot of that series.
Kelsey Plum do it too. Kelsey Plum do it as well.
If you look at like Chelsea Gray, Caitlin Clark, Olivia Miles, like when they're playing off the ball, they're doing touch passes basically. And the people, if like you play on their team, like the Aces and Chelsea Gray, like you're used to it. But in Unrivaled, they're not going to be used to catching those touch passes that are coming right quick in an instant. They're going to drop the ball just like we saw last year with, Caitlin in Indiana. And you still see it somewhat with Olivia Miles at Notre Dame. Like they're just not ready to catch some of those touch passes because they're just not used to playing with that level of a point guard.
Yeah. And in 3-on-3, you only got look. That's why I said, why are we making this so complicated? You get your best players in their best spots on the floor and let them go to work. Like, why is this so complicated? Like today, the Rose offense looked clunky. It looked out of sorts. Nobody knew what to do because you didn't have your players in their spots. Just get them to their spots and just let them go to work. It's 3-on-3.
Now, and that bad will might take Gray out the game, bro. Like it's obvious. Like she's dragging that leg, bro. Still.
Yeah.
Now that version of offense that you're envisioning, Zoe, that I said I can see it'll work great for AT. And I'm assuming when we see AT touch the court, she's probably going to be like their primary ball handler. So how the defense is going to go, I don't know with that because now you got your big, your quote unquote big or forward, basically being a point, and she has She has decent ball handling skills. She's solid. You know what I mean? She's a solid ball handler. She's like Mike Conley with the Rock, so to speak. I mean, just solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see it. You know, Shido is the more of a threat to get downhill on, especially if you putting a big on her, like say like a Brittany Griner or one of those bigs that don't necessarily slide their feet well on the perimeter. I don't know. Maybe she might even be able to take a Leah Boston off the dribble. But AB is all right. I like her athleticism and her effort out there. But man,
Yeah.
the only issue I have with that, I like that little. I saw that pass that Angel made. That was a beautiful on target, on time pass. You know what I mean? But if I know as a coach, if I know Angel has it and when she's beyond that free throw line, she's going to pass it. You know what I mean? I'm telling whoever's got Angel as an assignment, sink off her, give her the Russell Westbrook treatment, sink off.
Yeah, drop coverage.
That's why I said notice. That's why I said you get her to her spot. You get Angel to her spot, which is the high post. They back off of her. You just shoot it. She's comfortable shooting from right there. You don't. That's why I say you don't let her run it from above the break. You get it to the high post, and if they gonna sag off, you shoot it every time.
But what I do, I started off at the post first, and then I flash it to the high post.
You don't got enough time.
18 seconds. I think you pull it off.
You don't got enough time. Think about this. Think about this. We catch the ball, even if I run all the way up the court, it's gonna take me 3 to 5 seconds just to get to the 3-point line at the other side of the court. No matter how fast I'm going, I could be zooming up the court. It's still gonna take me 3 to 5 seconds, it depends on if a defender is in front of me. If a defender is in front of me, it's gonna take me up to 5 seconds. So let's say you got 18 seconds. By the time we even get the offense set up, we're already at 13, 12 seconds already. Yeah. Now you want Angel to start at the block, pop to the high post. We had 6 seconds. Ain't nothing about to happen.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got to start immediately.
I got an interesting question for you guys. So I actually wish Camilla was the one who was working on her J more than Angel, because you want your better offensive rebounder playing more around the basket. So
right.
If Angel stretches her game out and she becomes a more perimeter shooter, to a long 2 or even a 3, how much is that going to affect her offensive rebounding? Which you want to keep the defense honest, but you that's her greatest attribute is rebounding. So what are you going to do?
She's like a moth to a flame.
You think
she's gonna find that ball
at all?
I think
she's gonna find not at all. She'll find that ball wherever it is. She's like a man.
Hold on, Duval. Chris, repeat that again, because I only heard the last part of it.
Okay, so I want Camilla to be my shooter, really, my 3-point shooter, my stretch 2. So Angel can be around the basket. She can be the offensive rebounder. But if Angel's the one who's stretching the court, she's going to be the deep shooter. How is that going to affect her rebounding? Which obviously that's her greatest attribute.
It depends on how many times she's shooting and where she's shooting from. Because if let's say she's taking 4 to 6 shots a game, that's not even a third of the possessions.
From outside the paint, you mean 4 to 6 shots?
Yeah, let's say she from outside the paint. Of course, she's gonna be around. Angel is always going. This is why I want Angel to be in shot attempts per game. I want her to be in that 12 to 16 range next year. 12 to 16 shots a game next year. But let's say she takes a third of those from outside the paint, right? You think about all the possessions offense takes per game. That's not even a third of the possessions. If she's only taking 6 shots, that means she has literally over a quarter left each quarter just to get offensive rebound. So it won't take away. It'll actually help, because now her defender isn't so stuck to her just being in the paint. Her offensive rebounds might become a little easier, because now they start ball watching. They get a little lackadaisical throughout the game because she isn't just sitting in the paint, running to the paint. They get used to her just going to the paint. So now some of those rebounds might be a little easier if she can start shooting.
Prince, she's like a moth to a flame when it comes to that offensive rebounding. You know that ball gonna find her. She'll find that ball wherever it goes.
Yeah, and rebounding is all effort. It ain't play style. It ain't calling. It ain't
it's IQ too, because you gotta know how the ball gonna drop off the rim. It's IQ too.
Dennis Rodman, boy, he was looking at how many rotations came off the ball. When he played for the Pistons.
Hey, that's how she's
crazy.
if you watch Angel play, she always look up at the rim because she gonna see how the ball gonna bounce off the rim, and that's where she knows exactly where to go at. It's IQ
it's
as well.
just effort. It's just effort. Hey, but man,
IQ,
we still got a full house. We got 80 people in here, but I got to cut it short for the wifey come in here and kick the door down, man. But appreciate all of y'all for coming up. Anybody got any last words before I let y'all off?
Yeah, I got one more. How many years do you guys think, on average, before Angel Reese is the top 5 player in the world?
3.
3.
Okay. Heard.
3. Yep.
All right, cool.
I think she'll be creeping top 10 this year. She already ranked.
I think she was in the top 20 last year. Honestly, if it was
she was ranked from 15. She was ranked from 15 to 18. I know ESPN had an 18. I think Bleacher Report had a 15. So she already ranked in that range right there. Yeah.
I think Angel Angel get an MVP in 2 years.
In 2 years? Okay, shit. Okay, damn.
I think she's gonna be top 10 this year. I can tell you that.
I don't know about that one.
Bro, she coming.
I'm gonna have to think about it.
I think 3 years. I think 3 years she could have a championship, be in the MVP talks, stuff like that. 3 years, she gonna be, thriving in her prime.
Like if I could defend JE, like Jacqueline Jones got MVP and she had 19 and 11. And that's in 2020 what?
She could do that. Right. Angel
she could do that next year. She could do that this year.
Well, Jonquel was shooting a 3 better, though, so she got to expand her game a little bit out. But, yeah.
You do not need a 3, bro, to be successful in basketball. I don't know why people keep saying that.
I don't know why people – look, they keep falling in love with this 3-point stuff, man.
I'm so tired of it. I don't even argue
but
it anymore.
Camilla can't shoot the 3 either, so having neither of them shoot the 3 is what hurts you.
I get that. But God dog, they talk about the 3 like –
but it's today's fancy basketball, Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying, ESPN type of culture today. That's why they think like that.
I get it though. I get it. Look, let me say this. I get it though. Let's combine both of the leagues together. If you combine the WNBA top 15 best players and you combine the NBA top 15 best players, how many of those do you think are actual 3-point shooters?
Not many.
Out of those 30. So that's why I'm confused. I think people fall in love with, I need my players to shoot 3s, but they don't look at the bigger picture. You get caught up in the hoopla. How many of those players, if you add the top 15 from each league together, how many of them players, I'm talking that's playing today, not back in the day, I'm talking the players that's in the leagues, in both leagues right now, how many of those, their game is dependent on the 3-point shot?
I would say the NBA a lot more than the WNBA.
But how many?
I can think of 2 right now. I think of Steph in NBA and I say Steph and Tatum in NBA. And WNBA,
is Tatum game dependent on the 3-point shot?
Slasher, bro.
Tatum game is not dependent on the 3-point shot.
Right. He can shoot the 3 though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking their game is built around them shooting 3s.
Okay, let me take that back then. There's just Steph at the moment.
So that's what I don't get why people always just get they look at players and they decide if a player is good if they can shoot 3s. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Can I put the basket in the ball? Can I put the ball in the basket or not? Because they got a lot of people who can shoot 3s and they trash at everything else.
People that's taking it, they're not really good at it.
Yeah, in WNBA, you got Sabrina and Caitlin. That's it. If you talk about top 15,
and Saheed. Tatum takes a lot of 3s, but his game isn't built on him taking 3s. I'm talking about players who game is built on them taking 3s. Curry gets his layups because teams are so pressed on him shooting a 3. Tatum don't get his layups because of his 3-point shot. He gets 3-point shots because of how his ability to get to the basket, to get downhill. That's why he gets 3-point. See, it's the opposite. You see what I'm saying? He don't get 3-point shots.
Tatum is a protege of Kobe and Booker, all those type players.
Yeah,
They're more mid range slashing.
we call them hybrid guards.
Right.
They're hybrid guards.
I would have said Dame, but I don't think Dame a top 15 player anymore.
Nah, I don't think so either. But
Nah.
Somebody like
I think Dame like in 20-25 range.
Nah.
No, he not.
I think he fell off. But I would have said Dame. That would have been Dame game, but I think Dame like more the 20-25 range at this moment.
Duvall, think about the top 75. Who are the shooters in the top 75? I think it's Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
Hey, but no. I ain't even gonna say Ray Allen became a 3-point. Ray Allen was a baller.
Yeah, he was a baller.
In his later years, he formed into a kind of like a Reggie Miller type of player because that's what Boston needed from him.
Yeah.
Like
but when he was with Seattle, he was just a baller that could shoot.
Yeah.
But he was a baller. That's what I'm saying. It's the difference. Like Ray Allen, when he was coming out of college, it wasn't his 3-point shot. Ray Allen was a baller. Ray Allen was putting.
But that's in Milwaukee though. He was a baller like that in Milwaukee. With him
Ray Allen was rising up. Ray Allen was putting you on putting that ball on top of your head.
Yeah. Too. Shit. Yeah.
So
there's not too many 3-point shooters. That's my point.
Yeah.
There's not.
A lot of the younger fans think he's a 3-point shooter. That's not what Ray Allen actually is. They just see him in his later years.
They ain't seen him in Milwaukee and Seattle.
Yeah, they didn't see Jesus Shuttleworth.
They ain't seen him in Milwaukee and Seattle. Like
especially Seattle. They definitely didn't see him in Seattle.
They call him in that Boston years. That's when he became that 3-point specialist.
But that's what they needed him to do, and he was capable of doing it. So that became his calling card.
Right.
In Miami, the biggest shot in NBA history, saving LeBron's career.
I ain't saying all that now.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Lakeisha, your boy simply ball dropping was wrong because Ray Allen still won that game because he hit those free throws at the end. He still won the game.
What game?
I agree with you.
What game?
Yeah, I talking about
me and Simply was arguing the other night, and I said Ray Allen won that championship. Well, he saved that championship for LeBron. He said no, he didn't. He just brought them to overtime. But in overtime, Ray hit those 2 free throws that put him ahead.
Now hold on now.
Nah, we ain't gonna start it all over. You get Ray in.
This is what people forget though. This is what people forget though. Miami was down 11.
Yes.
With like 3 minutes left. LeBron scored 9 straight points. People keep forgetting that. That shot is irrelevant if LeBron doesn't go microwave.
Yeah.
It's also irrelevant.
People keep forgetting that.
Benching Tim Duncan in that game.
If Ray missed a shot, you would have been home earlier. What are you talking about?
If LeBron don't go microwave, Ray Allen's shot doesn't happen. We can't forget that. We always
crazy. Right, y'all crazy.
That's just like Kyrie's shot. If LeBron doesn't make that block and score 5 straight points right before that, and people keep forgetting, even after Kyrie hit that shot, Golden State still had a chance to win, and LeBron came down and almost dunked on Draymond Green, and that should have been a technical foul, and LeBron made the last free throw to win the game. People keep forgetting that part.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, I get it. Y'all want to take a little shine away from Brian, the GOAT. I get it.
Get out of here with that.
I get it.
Prince, simple. Let's keep it simple. Did Ray Allen tie the game, bro?
Let's keep it simple. Did John Paxson hit that shot?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Let's keep it simple. Did John Paxson hit that shot? Did Steve Kerr hit that shot?
We talking about Ray Allen, bro.
He hit it 93. Yes.
Did Steve Kerr hit that shot?
I'm not talking about 93. I'm talking about, what was it, 2006 or whatever it was?
Here we go.
It was 2013 finals. It was the 13 finals.
2013 I'm talking about.
Y'all forget about Chris Bosh had the game-winning block.
Right, he did too. He
did. Made a big impact.
He had the game-winning block and scored 0 points a game set. He was irrelevant.
Bro, they was bringing out the shirts. They was bringing out the shirts to give to the Spurs. Bringing out the table and everything, getting ready give out the championship T-shirts and everything, and he hit the shot.
No. But Ginobili missed a free throw. Kawhi missed a free throw. All of them missed the free throws. That's why it was still a game.
Kawhi, Ginobili, Kawhi and Ginobili missed free throws.
Yep. But Ray Allen brought them to the overtime, right, Prince?
No, LeBron brought him to the overtime. Ray Allen just hit the shot.
LeBron missed the last 3 threes before Brent Line hit that shot.
Now. Just go pull up Game 6 and watch it again, and just clip that part, Uncle J, and then bring it to the. That's your homework. Bring it to the next slide. So we can put this.
Look, Lakeisha, I just be tripped out when they want to take credit away from LeBron because somebody hit a shot, but they don't never do the same thing with Michael Jordan.
Bro, we ain't taking no credit away from LeBron.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody about that, man. Everybody got their own GOAT. Jordan's my GOAT. Ain't nothing you pretty much.
Hey, hold on, Lakeisha. See, this is why I be cooking them Jordan fans at. I'm gonna say this one more time. Showtime will tell you, I'm not one of those. I think LeBron is above God himself. LeBron fans. I just think he the GOAT. I'll never call him King James because only King I know is the man up above. But I think he's the GOAT.
But
I think he's the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's an opinion.
Yeah, I think he the GOAT. But see, this is why I be cooking them Jordan fans at. He said 20 plus years and only got 4 rings. Jordan would at least have 8. Well, why he didn't have 8? What he was doing for 15 years? Jordan was in the league for 15 years.
Let me tell you something, man.
He got 6 rings. What happened them other 9 years? Where's Jordan championship rings them other 9 years? I'll wait.
Prince, you really doing this? You really doing it?
Where's Jordan championship rings them other 9 years?
You really doing it?
I'm a Jordan fan. I'm gonna let it ride tonight. I ain't gonna let it do
bro.
it.
I'm a Kobe fan. Listen. Put it on the floor. I'm a Kobe fan, but I know the GOAT is Michael Jordan. I'm ride or die with Kobe. But I know the GOAT
Kobe
is
even in this conversation, man.
What Kobe 5 and 2? What are you talking about? Not 4 and 6.
Kobe not even in this conversation, man.
Your man can't get one more. Your man would never get one more.
What?
I'm in my WNBA mode. We don't got to discuss this.
So if it's about championships, Bill Russell is the GOAT.
My man went 3 times in a row by himself. My man almost 3-peated by himself.
If it's about championships, Bill Russell was the GOAT.
Oh, come on, man.
Why Bill Russell not the GOAT?
Y'all enjoy your night. Mode. I'm not gonna do this tonight. I love y'all. You know what I mean?
I'm in the WNBA mode.
I told you not to do it.
I'm in the WNBA mode.
Hey, Lakeisha, won't he do it? Lakeisha, won't he do it?
Hey, who brought it up though? Hey, who brought it up though?
Me.
Lakeisha?
Uncle Jay did, I think.
Now Lakeisha brought it up.
It wasn't me.
You asked Uncle Jay a question.
No, it was me.
He brought that up. I didn't bring it up.
Who? Nah, Chris said he'll cause a confusion. Chris said he'll cause a confusion.
And I think Bill Russell the GOAT. He got 13 chips in 16 years in college and the NBA.
Come on, man.
I don't base mine on the championships though. So
me neither.
Why not?
Bill Russell had 10 Hall of Famers.
Winning is what matters. And if you want to say he had a stacked team in the WNBA or in the NBA, sorry, we were talking about the WNBA, then I agree. He had a stacked team in the NBA, but he won 2 championships out of 3 years in college. And you can't say he had a stacked team at San Francisco State or whatever it was in.
He was at San Francisco, University of San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
He the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He won 2 national championships. Come on, bro.
Nah, he was never the best player in the league at any point in his career.
Chris, my man didn't even.
But he's not my GOAT.
Chris, my man didn't even start when he first came in the league, and he still ended up with. He still ended up with 25 points a game. What are you talking about?
That is he is.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
He didn't start.
What are we talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
Lakeisha, why are we giving Kobe grace because he didn't start?
His first year, 5.9 points. Come on, man.
Whose fault is that?
He earned everything he got.
That ain't what I asked you. I said whose fault is that?
He earned everything he got.
Can we move to the WNBA now? Because we can sell this.
How we get here?
Because Jordan my GOAT. I ain't finna argue with nobody tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with nobody about that. He my GOAT.
I ain't gonna argue with nobody.
I ain't got time for that.
Let's argue who the WNBA GOAT is. I mean, I'm in WNBA mode now.
All right. Well, he said we all got to go, but we could discuss the NBA go to a different day.
Different day.
A different day. Not
Oh,
Different
today.
day.
Not
Y'all
today.
got it.
Hey,
Y'all
I
got it.
appreciate y'all, man. Hey, we back tomorrow after the game. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. I'm glad they got early games tomorrow, so I can go on early. I ain't gotta be dealing with y'all at 12 o'clock at night.
yeah. Wait. Who you got?
Prince ain't gonna be that mad at him.
Everybody on the panel for the games tomorrow. Who y'all got? Prince, who you got for tomorrow?
I was just looking at it. I got Phantom and I got the Owls, man.
I got Laces Owls.
I think Rose matched up better with the Owls than they did tonight. Cause they got two. I think they match up better.
You think so?
And maybe
I think they match up better.
And maybe Nola learned some stuff from tonight. So
we'll see.
Yeah,
but I'm still riding with them. I think they figure out something tonight. But I still. And then you know what? I'm completely off from you, Zoe. I got the Laces, so we'll see.
Because just like I told you,
I like the Laces.
Hey, Prince, like I told you before about Rakia Jackson, she disappears in large stretches of game. You don't got to worry about her. She'll give you a few points in a few stretches, but then she'll disappear the whole game.
Man, you a hater,
she'll
man.
non-factor.
Yo, this man.
I'm just being honest.
He don't like you, Prince. He always trying to chop your head off, man.
I'm just being honest. She always score a few points in little bunches.
And be like, defense, girl.
I'm with you.
Yo, I got Phantom. I got Phantom in the Rose, but I think the Owl's gonna take it. But I got Phantom in the Rose.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either way, y'all.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change my pick. I got Phantom. Matter of fact, I got Laces and Rose.
That's who I got. No. Yeah, I got Laces and Rose. That's who I got.
Yeah, I got.
That's what I got.
I got Laces and Rose, but I wouldn't be surprised if.
Me neither. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I got Laces and Owls.
Hey, Key, you need to talk with you need to have some bass in your voice instead of talking like you passing. You better talk like you're in a bar somewhere.
Well, nah, look, I'm always rocking with the Rose. I'm a Rose bud, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? They still it's the coaching for me. It's not the team for me. It's the coaching. So
I disagree with your analysis. I'm disagreeing with your pitch of voice. Your voice too low. You gotta speak loud. You gotta speak like you know what I'm saying, you belong.
I'm dead. I hear
y'all crazy.
Man, but appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. I've been saying I'm getting off for 15 minutes now.
You don't want to leave, but you need to leave.
For real. Y'all have a good night, man. Appreciate y'all. Uncle J.E., Key, Lakeisha, Chris, Duval, Wody Mac for pulling up, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Y'all already know I got to show my chat love. Shout out to Amy Sue. Amy Sue gave $15 worth of super chats today. Shout out to Brian Allen Hines. He gave $7 worth of super chats today. Shout out to Reddit for $5 worth of super chats. Shout out to Saheed, $5 worth of super chats. Shout out to y'all, man, with the super chats today. Look, I do it all for y'all, man. I do it all for y'all. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Let me get to my my others, man. Shout out to AL701. Eric C411 was trolling today, but shout out to him for just being in here. C Glazer. T Carmilla as always, Saheed, Superfly J. Hey, Superfly J, I gotta get you a wrench, man. I keep forgetting. I gotta get you a wrench, man. I'm gonna do it when I get off of here. Edward T, Tay, Antoine Baker. Who else we had up in here today, man? Y'all the ones, man. I do this for y'all, man. Angela Dawkins. Let me see who else we had up in here today. MJ, Nate, as always, Orlando Hill, C Lee 1226, Amy Sue's in the chat, B Bickham. Who else we had up in here, man? Who else we had up in here? Chicago Sky, WNBA Sky 5. Shout out to you. The Demonic was in here today. Shout out to Demonic, man. He be pulling up. Chris Strawn, Wody Mack, Lakeisha was in the chat. Miss Peach, shout out to Miss Peach. One of my first, like, I think Miss Peach was one of my first 50 subscribers. She's been around for a minute, man. But shout out to all y'all. Edward T, Reddit Milky Way. Shout out to all of them. Again, we'll be back tomorrow after the game for post game. I'll have that thumbnail up when I get up in the morning, man. But hey, y'all know we family. You know this is what we do. Shout out to all of y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all be cool. We'll see y'all on the next one.
I be smoking on that voodoo. I be real just like doodoo. I be going slow, out there leaning. All my diamonds from